Hello. Hello, I'm joined with Ibo, who you can hopefully only hear twice. Once if you can hear him twice, let me know. But Ibo, how you doing today?
I'm doing really, really well, man. It's been a busy few months for me in the
Yes.
old realm of card games, the
Yeah,
realm of Gundam.
You've been a bit of a world warrior, right? You've been traveling a lot.
It's been a lot of traveling, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good.
You've been a busy weekend for you.
Also a busy weekend. I'm heading to Toronto this weekend for the One Piece regionals out there. So we talked a little bit before. Yeah, I do a lot of card games. Probably too much card games. Like sincerely, I probably need to lock in.
Never too many.
Okay, all right. You're right. But
I mean,
yeah, no, I see. Yeah, if I let this green screen down, you would see a cacophonous mess of just like most card games released in the last 10 years. It's bad. Like,
things the wife cannot find out about.
Oh, she knows, man. It is. She was an enabler for it, and now she's just like, why do you have so many cards?
Yeah, my wife very quickly learned not to enable.
Yeah.
That was a bad idea.
Yeah. But in case you guys don't know, Ibo makes a lot of content on YouTube for this game and a lot of other games. Star Wars, I think, is the other game that you play, make a lot of content. You just came back from commentating a big event in Europe as well.
Yeah.
And casually, top 4 Gundam player in the world based off Worlds?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. No one's counting.
Not terrible.
No one's
not
counting.
terrible.
No, but yeah, we've talked online a lot, but I think this is our first time like voice calling, which is great.
I know. I mean, I think we were in a One Piece video together, but I think it was you were in Kai's video, right? The worst.
Oh no,
I think you were.
Oh wait, was it Kai's video or was it the one with the Joy Boys?
Oh, sorry, Kai won it. Sorry,
yes,
Kai won it.
Yeah.
Brain.
Yeah, but there was
I can't remember, but there was so much like
because I wasn't able to be free during like the live watching for that one. I think that was it. But I had like a little blurb for it. But
hey, you missed us all live. Realize that we could play Vegapunk.
Yeah. Have you ever come to the States? Was there an event that we would have crossed paths for? I went to Japan the last 2 Card Fest, but not this year where you were obviously at. Not that I could get into the super secret building. So
well, we'll be here all day if I get onto that. But I haven't actually played in the States in any card tournaments.
Okay, I didn't think we've met, but I just wanted to make sure.
My wife's American, so it's sort of like
it
feels well. I've played in Star Wars, but like no Bandai games.
Sure.
It's like it's kind of wild.
Maybe have you gone to a Gen Con? Have you gone to a Gen Con?
No,
really? Okay, that would be the only other spot I think we'd cross paths.
And this year I was like lined up because it's the week after the Star Wars Worlds.
Sure.
So I was like, fantastic, I'll go. And then I qualified for Gundam Worlds, and suddenly on my holiday I had to go for that. And I was like, oh,
for sure.
Well, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. I mean, the only other thing is that I know that Doa has done some Star Wars have you worked with him before for Star Wars?
So he did Worlds last year.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but I didn't really speak to him very much there. I was busy running around trying to get as many prizes as humanly possible.
Sure, no, that's 1,000%. Yeah. This is why you go to card game events to play card games. Crazy, I know. What a concept, but cool. Well, I know that you are a little pressed on time today, so we're gonna jump into some games a little bit. We did want to go over a little bit, and at this point, if no one's saying anything, I'm going to guess that you're only being recorded once voice-wise. So I'm going to say that is fine. If you guys hear it doubled, if the audio sounds bad, let us know. But real quick, I'm not going to make an independent video about this specifically, but I did just also publish the power rankings for. Let me refresh the page. Week 2, and we can have like a little up there.
Yeah, I was going to say I was just looking at them side by side with with week 1. And definitely some very interesting shifts. I think, if you want, well, we can do a few minutes. Just
we can do a couple of minutes. Yeah. I mean, we're all thinking about it. Obviously, Aggro is very good. Here's one little like blurb about this. Obviously, these are very surface level things, right? We can only do so much with specifically compared to stuff like One Piece or Fusion World, where you know what a leader is, so you know what a deck is. It's actually really, really tough, and we're trying to find better ways to like classify decks. So that's number 1. Number 2, this is without win rates without mirror matches. If you take away mirror matches, anything above 50% goes up, and anything below 50% goes down. So that's also something to consider. And then 3, it is also always a little bit skewed, at least for meta share, towards aggressive decks, because those decks are more often their games are faster. So
you climb. It's a system. The only way to play on MSA really is ladder.
Yeah,
it's what people are grinding. So you'd rather do more games more quickly, so you can grind faster. So there's as you say, there's a bias there.
Yeah,
and also there's the age old right. Like, yes, we're looking over thousands of games, and the data is valuable. But
I think there are over 100,000 games recorded for this last week, so which is crazy.
So it's a lot. It's a lot of data. It's a lot of data,
again,
especially for
most stuff I do is like handcrafted, and so like any support, any automatic data I will take, and just to get like a brief overview of it. So this isn't like, I mean, results may vary. Obviously, blue purple is very good. It's still very good. I'm not outwardly saying, but based off the rudimentary stuff we're able to do, this is what the data is. So you guys can make your own conclusions. I really try not to make conclusions for people, but I want to make sure that data is out there.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I'm very happy to tell you what I think.
yes, you are. Yeah.
It's for good or for bad. I think the only other caveat I would say, when you always want to looking at data like this, is you can't average for the player skill and and honestly, more than player skill, the amount of time and seriousness that people are putting into these games. Because I mean, let's be honest, we've all been sitting on the toilet, had 10 minutes, and thought, I'll do a game.
Yeah.
Maybe not the most considered plays in that particular game, but that game is just as valid as I'm taking this incredibly seriously. I'm doing this 2-hour testing session, and this is all I'm doing, and I'm thinking about every single play. So I think you want to always take it with a pinch of salt. That being said, the data is the data, and it is indicative. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's very. I mean, when I had to like put 2 Barbatos decks up, and like this is also, again, it's very hard to classify it uniformly. So Barbatos Rush Red Purple is really just like the Weenie Rush one, right? I think that's clear, but I don't want to like hide it, and I don't want to like overstate it. Also, the power rankings are a function of the meta share and the win rate. So to get 10 out of 10, essentially, it's you have the biggest meta share and the biggest win rate. So
how are they weighted?
They're weighted. Let me see. Let me get the formula. I won't claim that this is the best formula, and so it's definitely something that's getting better. Hopefully.
No, it's an art, right, rather than a science.
Yeah. So let me see. Currently, they're weighted. They're weighted evenly. I've tried it where there was more emphasis, like a 66 and 33% more on win rate. But I thought that was a little bit more lopsided. So we could change it from there, but currently they're weighted evenly, which we'll also change it a little bit. So.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think as an aside, like something that would be interesting is like you track this over the GD04 format.
Yeah.
And then you can then look at the regional results, and you can probably do some modeling to then figure out what weighting actually gets you closer to what's performing at regionals, which would be interesting. But that's like, a 3 month from now thing to look into.
Yeah, but I'm really good at, not good at, but I'm very this is the only data that exists right now, so we make it as we go, but I think it's a good start for it. So but yeah, the only other thing I don't like about these power rankings is that sometimes it like disincentivizes people to play stuff that's not on these top 10s. 10th place was actually pretty competitive, and if you guys go to like Mobile Suit Arena does have a Patreon. They have a free version of more of this data, and they rank it by meta share and then also by win rate for 2 different columns. So I just kind of extrapolate the best of these just to make it really presentable, but there is more data. And then there's
the particularly interesting data there. Sorry, just
no, you go for it. Yeah.
Is they do first versus second win rates, and I find that very, very interesting.
Yes, and I can't remember if they have like a free report and then they have an EX report, which I think it's like $5 a month, and that's
I can't even remember. I pay for them both, and then I can't remember which one I'm looking at.
For sure. I mean, sincerely, I support Mobile Suit Arena for one, because it lets me make content, right? Like, it's, how could I not? Like, it's just, and they've been really helpful. So so obviously I'm biased, but I find it's worth it, and I love data, so I like to crunch these numbers. But he's also been really, really kind to work with me on these power rankings, and just making sure, like, you don't want to step on toes, so being able to say, hey, I want to present stuff with your data, and he's like, yeah, that's totally fine. I want to make sure people get like a good overview of what the game looks like. So yeah. There's Unicorn. If you look, like, squint at number 4 at like a half of the Victory Gundam, there's Banshee. It's right there. It's nearly there. I think Unicorn. Let me see. No, I looked at like I got like I put like 20 in, I put my function, and then I call off the top 10. 10th place was fighting over a couple of things. They were within like 0.1 or 0.01 like power rankings from each other. So I think Unicorn is like at the bottom, but I don't think its win rate was above 50% either. So that's kind of also indicative of it. So like I think all these were like the ones that had at least 1% meta share and at least 50% win rate. I think these are a good capture of that. So, which is still a lot. Anyways, anything, Ibo, before we you kick my butt for the next hour? Or probably 45 minutes at this point.
You're going to say this, and then I'm going to lose every single game and be outed as a total fraud. But
you know, I
think
I'm okay with
that. the main thing I would say about like the current format. I think this format is better than the GD03.5 format because the hit to basically like the hit to Corsica was a consistency hit to aggro, which didn't mean it was like winning, like it didn't mean it was necessarily winning less. It just meant like the games it was winning, it was completely dominating.
Yeah.
The games it was losing, it was horrifically losing.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas now I think it's a bit less bad. I also think like there's some element of people are trying like new decks, and so aggro is always going to overperform because we already know how these decks work, and control decks, which largely are what people are playing, aren't as well equipped, and we're starting to see people move towards it. But I have also made no secret of the fact that I think aggro is unequivocally the only deck you should be playing competitively in this game, really. Like, if you're looking to like grind for regionals, I'm just like, look.
And I'm saying, that's your opinion, right? But like from a
exactly.
Yeah, and I'm planning to make a video. I'm thinking it's a wild idea. So like I'm gonna drop the video in the morning and then like jump on a plane. And so like for the next 4 hours, I'm like, I wonder if people are taking good results off this really opinionated video I'm dropping. But I think it's very clear that you know, spoilers for that video. A lot of the decks that do well, pilots make them go from good to great. And all the decks that don't do good, pilots make them, if they don't have pilots, the deck doesn't work. And which is shockingly common to not find your 4 of pilot in a certain game. Like throughout a tournament, I'm sure there's many times, which is why I have a hard time with unit.
The odds,
the odds of you seeing a pilot, well, the odds of you seeing any 4 of in the first 4 turns, it's something like 20. It's something like 50%-ish. It's like 50-55%.
Unless your opponent's playing Amuro, and then they see it every time. But continue.
Well, indeed. But the odds of you link. But this is the thing, right? Like you always. I think this is one of the things. I did that video, the controversial video, about how Amuro is not broken. I mean, it is broken, but it's not like the problem that I thought it wasn't the problem people thought it was. And a big part there is like the games that Amuro wins, it's very flashy, right?
Yes.
You remember when Amuro wins you the game, but you don't remember when, like, you know, Kira has allowed them to trade 4 of your units because other stuff's happening. But anyway,
I think
I agree with you. Though, like,
would you say Amuro is still the best pilot in the game, though? Is that still?
Oh yeah,
yes, for sure,
unquestionably. Yeah.
I would. What I've been leaning. Obviously, I made my own like Amuro is a problem video too, but I think it's what my current take is leaning more towards. Clearly, Amuro is a really good card, but it's a good card because the system that he's in allows him to be a good card, and maybe that's more of that kind of. Sure.
Like one of the things which we'll kind of see is like Amuro is only as good as like sort of the support structure around it when you play the card.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you just blind link, if you have no board and you just go Gamero link, like that's fine, but like unless your opponent's on 0 and they don't have the base and they have 1 blocker or less, that's not like the most crazy thing. What's crazy with Amuro is like the way it enables you to snowball like the advantage you already have.
Sure.
And providing you this interaction that's kind of very, very pushed at the point in the cost curve where it is.
Yeah. But I have been seeing like some adaptation, right? The fact that we have a good amount of 6 HP or higher base units, I think it was boss. Like the fact that so many boss monsters in this game before set 4 had 5 HP was really sad, right? It's just really.
And I think like I'm sympathetic to the developers because pilots change so much of the balancing maths.
Yeah.
Right? Like of when you're thinking about how you stat these units. Well, if you're suddenly going to be able to slap +2/+2 onto something, that like the difference between like a 4/4 and a 6/6 in this game is like ridiculous. Like in terms of how powerful they are offensively and defensively, just by nature of how compressed the stats are.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But it is annoying that as a result of that, Amuro hits everything in the game.
Yeah. Two more quick things. Momo asked one. Do you think Victory Gundam LR is bad card still with a hard condition, or do you think it's maybe a little bit better than you thought?
I think I was definitely very harsh in that review. I think my problem with it is that I just think the card would have been fine if you linked Uso and it just drew you the card. Like, I really don't think that's an issue.
Sure.
I also think bad card is maybe too harsh, but I think this Victory Gundam deck is being so unbelievably hard carried by Norn, that I think it kind of makes the victory cards look better than they are.
Sure.
And they're not terrible.
And like, not to draw the current, obviously it's still an Amuro deck, right? Like, you're still drawing the current back and you're still an Amuro deck too, but
well, exactly, right? And fundamentally, if you don't see your Norn at the end of the game, unless you are basically sitting there and being able to tap everything your opponent plays and clear it every single turn because of your was it V dash, I think is the one that taps.
Then the other thing becomes, like, if you don't see like the Riddy, which I think the build that went with, they're only playing 3 copies.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this was the huge issue I had when I was testing the deck. I was like, well, if I see my links, like, I'm not losing.
Yeah.
But if I don't see my links, I'm not winning.
And then at the end of it, that's the big overhead of, I think, this game, right? Because I see L on Z, they said something has to be the best. It doesn't make it a problem, in my honest opinion, which is fair.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair. And clearly Amuro, I think, again, is best pilot, but I think it being the best pilot is more indicative of the fact that it is a pilot that breaks the rules for the game a little bit, and it just makes it tough, I think, in general to. I can't imagine power creeping Amuro currently, and
well, we'll see with set 5. I mean, new Gundam is in green.
Yes.
And they've shown a white hero in that trailer.
They did,
and they showed a blue Kira. I'd be pretty surprised if there wasn't a green Amuro to go with the new shiny green Amuro mobile suit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, but I think it's the biggest thing that I think that the last thing I'll say. We're gonna play games. I promise. To the point where
no.
Let me. Ooh, that's the wrong button.
Do you want me to run blue purple into you first?
Actually, I'm gonna hide the thing so you guys can't snipe me. Where's the? All right, there it is.
Hold on. Sorry, my blue purple list has not updated for some reason. I don't know why that is. 1 second. Let me just quickly.
No, you're good.
Fix it. Sorry, 1 second.
I'll give this to you on Discord. But yeah, I think the biggest issue is that I think I said earlier. I can't remember, but there are a lot of decks that do well, I think, in this format, and they don't need to see their pilots. The best decks in the game do not need to see their pilots, which I think Barbatos. Obviously, if you see your Amuro, you go from like winning into super winning a lot of the time, but there are so many decks that are cool and do well, but if you don't see your pilot, you just can't win the game anymore. Like it just becomes so much tougher, I think, for that.
Exactly. It's like redundancy, right?
Yeah.
That's like how I always frame it. It's like the issue with these other decks, and I've tried to join, by the way, but I don't know if it's being a little funky.
And I still can't believe they don't have like a 1-drop unit that says look top 5 for a card. You know, like that's which is a cornerstone for so many other Bandai card games. And when you're not taking cards from your shield to hand, except for pilots, it's so. When the game is revolved around a 2-card combo and you have no way to search those 2-card combos, like what are you doing, right? That's I think.
Well, this is the thing, right? Yeah. And that's why, like, I mean, I've played a lot of trading card games in my time. And you see the same things in the opening stages of any game.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry, took an age. Just let me join.
No, you're good.
You see the same sort of things where aggro does extremely well. Oh, I'm gonna have to make sure I can't see.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna win no matter what. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
But one of the things with aggro is oh wow, that is a mulligan and a half. Aggressive strategy, like, okay, so the start of every card game, you're kind of just, this hand is terrible, you're actually going to beat me.
We'll see.
This hand is really bad. Like, decks are always just piles of good cards, right? Like, that's how they always start.
Mm-hmm.
And that inherently rewards, like, aggro, because, I mean, what are we... I'm not kidding when I said this is bad. Like, what are we?
You sure you're playing aggro, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
Sure, I've got 10 tutus in here, but
I'm sure they'll show up.
They didn't want to come. Okay. What can I play here to hopefully lose less badly? There's probably got to be. Yeah. So I think like that's part of it, right? Where you have a pile of good cards, and aggro is just a pile of like redundancy. But then yes, as you say, the secondary issue is they are providing absolutely no consistency options.
Sure.
For anything else, really.
Yeah, I mean, like,
which is deeply frustrating.
The idea, like, I totally get like the overarching idea. If a deck is aggro, they'll hit into you, and they can give you pilots and bases. They can give you card advantage, right? But it's how many times you've just been like, all right, show a resolve, Lifrith, all right, nothing's happened. You've hit me for 3 damage, and I have nothing new for it. You know what I mean? Like that's been been really, really tough.
Exactly, and it's just like a frustrating gameplay loop. You know, like what are you going to do?
Yeah. Let's see. Is it me or? I mean, okay. I'll be biased on the other side. Yeah, you can do 4 damage. So now it's just a shield, but I'm sure that there's ways to make the shuffling algorithm quote unquote better for MSA. I think the bad luck you're seeing is more indicative of the game than necessarily what they do for it.
100%. Yeah, I think like that's the other thing.
Sorry.
So one of the things that is so hard about Gundam is there's so many factors that can influence whether or not you've won a game, and you know, consistency is a big deal. And when you're sitting here and you're seeing these games where like you don't know, did I win because my deck was better than my opponents? Did I win because I like outplayed them? Did I win because I high rolled them? Like, is this matchup actually favored? Did I win because I just kept going first? Like, there's so many factors things can be, and the inconsistency just adds to the mystery, really.
Yeah, I think, and to maybe phrase it another way, and I see in the chat too. You know, one of my rule of thumbs for how good a card game is kind of how often. Oh, of course, no, not my boys. Okay, no, that stinks.
Gotta deal with the boys.
Yeah, all right, boy squad, it's here. You know, one of my hallmarks is like, and this one's like impossible to really say one way or the other, but when I actively see my opponent playing inefficiently and still getting rewarded for it, I think that's my biggest gripe playing card games.
100%.
And I do feel that in this game at times.
Yeah, it's super duper frustrating.
Give me your Amuro.
So this is really annoying because I had such a slow start, and you're going into your Banshee turn.
Yes.
Now the saving grace is right now you don't even have a single restand, but it would not be hard for you to get one.
No, I mean if you crack my Gundam, then that offers to our Delta Plus trades aggressively, right? Like those are all.
Exactly. It is. It may be that I just have to afford to take it slow this turn. Like, because the thing is, you just don't have a way to access my units right now, really.
No, I haven't seen V-Dash yet. What's your thoughts on V-Dash Gundam?
I think it's good. I think like but it's kind of like the nature of the beast, right? With like these combo cards, where like, you know, how good can they ever really be when it necessitates you kind of having other pieces, right? And I think the fact that generically links is very strong.
Yeah, I think it's probably my it's something where I like the game design of it. We're good. I'm sorry. We top deck this and to top deck this.
Oh,
sorry.
No, you're good.
Let's see.
That's the game, right?
It is.
It's
it is for sure.
And you're playing 11 pilots, so the odds of you linking are certainly
for sure.
high.
Yeah. But the top deck was just insane. We'll rest this. Who's probably this boy? I mean,
the problem is now. I mean, I think you can. Yeah, exactly. Like you aggro me to the point that I now have to deal with your board.
Yeah. And I don't think. I mean, I
'Cause
can get the breach effect,
I'm no
but
longer the
this thing
aggro.
being healthy, I think, is more important than the extra damage too.
Mm,
That's your. I mean,
I think I probably would have breached there just because you get me down to 2. I mean, frankly, you could just swing with your Lifrith and get me down to 1, and I have to trade your whole board, which is tough.
I'm going to give you an Amuro pilot. You're going to be happy, so it's fine. Don't worry.
Well, that's the thing. But I like what what.
Okay, Mikazuki. All right, so it's not the pilot I thought, but it's still obviously
bully for me, right?
Yes.
It helps, but there's a lot of health I have to deal with here.
Yeah.
Now I do kind of have to answer this board because I mean I have to kill at least 5 things, otherwise I'm dead to Link. So.
Oh, 2 of them can attack, but those are the ones that are easy.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. So 3 things, strictly speaking, will get me there.
But yeah, I mean, like you could be at 1 HP, 1 base right now, but then my dude would be at 3 HP, which I think still being able to potentially proactively like breach your things later is good. Oh no. Gun Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, I had someone ask thoughts on Gun Easy versus the purple card that rests. Forgot the name. This is it Sword Impulse that pings itself for 1.
Yeah, Sword Impulse. I think that like if I could, I'd rather be playing Sword Impulse because it doesn't tap itself.
Yeah.
But level really matters.
Sure.
It is basically the long and short of it. And I don't think we can get away with. I just don't think we can get away with playing a level 4 unit without like the thing is like the other question you have to ask is okay, what are we trimming to make room for that, right?
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I mean that's good. But then like
the question is very much
who you get rid of. Yeah. I mean, yeah, get rid of
I mean,
okay.
I think the question is basically do I just gut check you and say I don't think you have the link for game?
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Because essentially, like, so what I can trade out your Gundam, right?
Yeah.
Like I can do that, or I can trade out your Lifrith, whatever it may be. I'm going to lose 2 units to do that.
Yeah.
And you can kill all 3 of mine, so then I'm just never threatening lethal.
Yeah, but I think you're right. Like just saying, you know, you're punishing me for tapping my Lifrith anyways, and you know, I've already gotten what, 2 wins in this game.
Well, as you know, just pray, right? Like if you have the link, you have the link, and I just lose. But this was such a slow start game that okay.
Alright, cool. Okay. Sport. I have one of each of my pilots in my hand, so if I get anything,
I think you might have this one.
Okay. We'll play your least favorite card real quick.
Yeah, there we go. He's drawing cards.
Yeah. Yeah. Attack with blockers last. In case it matters.
I'll say the only thing is obviously if I burst a base, then you don't have lethal. If you,
which, I mean,
well, I guess
you've got the world championship. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
But, I mean, that was clearly like you had a slow start. You linked 0 pilots that game, and you almost won.
One pilot.
One pilot.
I linked 1 time.
No,
yeah,
you just.
But I saw
you paired me. Oh no, that's right. You did. You're right.
No. I linked first form, but
But I linked
in this matchup. I really need to be seeing adapts to handle your tokens and keep your board under control.
Yeah, but I linked 3 times, and you also didn't play anything on what the 2.
Oh yeah.
Which is very very clearly, you know, I would 100% say that I high rolled that, especially the top deck of the V dash on the turn that mattered. So, but I did go second, which can kind of normalize it at times.
Well, so I will say, you know, my experience with playing the V dash deck is my win rate is noticeably worse going second.
Sure. Yeah, I think going first is generally better.
Yeah, I mean, because like you are playing into that, right? We saw curve this game.
I don't love that. I mean, but I saw some interaction. Let's see.
Yeah, we go. All right, we're cooking. I'll continue to play units.
Oh, please don't. I do not like this. I mean, okay. I will continue to play a unit.
And so this is where, like, if I see adapt here, then
it's really, really strong. But if
I
don't
love this,
then
but I
things
think
are really
it has to.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably
No, that's
needs
fair.
to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think this this play here is not as like obvious to like because you're on Gundam Amuro curve, so you have it. You're a better player. Congratulations, but it's not.
Yeah, this is a bit. I don't really want to commit.
Yeah, but I think both of us already. We both. I think the biggest issue with this game is consistency, where there are very few cards to help what the consistency of a game would look like. All right.
Exactly. Yeah. I really don't like.
Come on, hit me. Come on, do it. Do it.
Like this feels so bad. Doesn't matter what I put it onto. I think it probably does.
Ooh, okay. That's kind of mean. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I know how numbers work. You got it. that one's fine. I think I still block. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I know that I want to trade into.
Yeah, it's like
anyway,
you're gonna get stuff no matter what.
Yeah, even if it's just like the damaged one.
Yeah. Oh, baby, he's good at the game.
I don't know if you know, it's a perk for like the master supporters. You always have Gundam and Amuro on curve if you play.
I'm a master supporter. I'm getting scammed right now. What the hell?
Yeah, you have double Mikazuki, all right? That's equivalent to one Amuro, I think.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. That's true.
You are able to ping down my 2
I'm
HP
very
blocker.
facetiously complaining.
Yeah,
It would not be fair for me to complain right now.
All right. Yeah, don't. If it makes you feel better, I already had Amuro Gundam in hand, so this wasn't a big.
It doesn't, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Okay, yeah. Good.
Yeah, I mean, I think like that's what I mean about like Gundam Amuro there. It's like it's good, but it's like, you know, would you describe that as super broken? I wouldn't. But if I'd had played like a couple of active things or something. Then...
Yeah, I mean, if I was going first, right, it'd feel like a little bit better. But
exactly.
But the fact that like the best way to answer Gundam Amuro is that, and they always got a card, so you're trading 3 to 2, is just brutal.
Exactly, and that's what makes it so strong.
Oh, you're giving me all the things I need.
You can have all the pilots you want, my dear.
Oh, all right. Well. Ha! You couldn't damage your guy. Call that win. Yeah, we've got. I mean, again, I got double link.
I was gonna say, I think you need here this plus
fortunate,
base
but
to
like
potentially do something.
It's not. I kind of have to go here because.
Yeah, because if you burst a base, then
crack a base if this is case, but even then, like, you still get it because
it's correct.
Yeah, but you still.
It's absolutely correct, and if I top deck pilot, then like it's lethal no matter what. But...
Well, I think it's lethal no matter what, anyways, right? Because you can go 1 here.
Yeah, even if it's base.
Unless I'm playing the 6 HP base that blue and white doesn't have.
Yeah, I do wonder. I mean, there's clearly like I think the designers are clearly aware that blue and white are far and away the best colors.
Yeah.
So I assume that's why. Do you want first?
I would like to go first today. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. All right, relax, man. There's a couple games.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta put this away. That feels so bad. It feels so bad when like 1 Amuro is lovely, 2, and it's like you probably just have to put the hand away because it's like if you just draw even 1 more pilot, you're doing nothing.
Yeah. Which is totally not the hand I have right now. Don't think about it. We got a pretty okay start. Favorite start for this deck is like this into like a like the 3-drop Victory Gundam and the base like that. It just makes me so happy.
Yeah. Oh baby. Yeah. Gun Easy is a good card.
Gun Easy, good
that's crazy value for you. That's really nice.
Yeah. We'll see. Oh. Sorry. As much like I play a good amount of this, so like the highs and lows for me are. I think it's this is part of the reason I think like some people are like, man, I have such stinky hands, but sometimes you like draw the card you need like instantly. It's so.
It's very, very satisfying.
Yeah. Let's see. Also, Captain Ryan with the follow and subscription. Thank you very much. Hope you're having a good one. Thank you.
We love the subscribers.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we've mentioned it, right? Like I told you.
Oh my
like, this
god!
It's so tough for me, like, be really hypocritical about this card because I'm so good at drawing it. Like, it's very
every game.
Every game, yeah. It's unironically just so good at drawing.
Yeah,
it.
It's incredible.
Okay, there's one exception when I don't draw it. If anything's on the line.
Yeah, true.
If it's just a couple
Always
games
away.
in front of 100 people, I draw it every time. If prize cards on the line,
nationals.
never. Oh, also, sorry, 200 people. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate
wow,
it.
that's a lot of people.
All right. I think.
Surely I'll get one turn where you don't see perfect curve. Surely.
All right. So I mean, like this is like less good, but it's still fine.
It's still pretty good, and I've just used 3 pings. So like, am I really gonna have more? Probably not.
Probably not. There's some decisions on that turn, but this is where we're at. Yeah. If you have like, yeah, you've done like, I mean, what the deck runs 16 pings, and you've used 3 of them. So yeah, another double ping is kind of tough.
I think this probably gets blocked most of the time, but we'll see.
Thank you for the website and content. I'm glad to hear. Thank you for supporting the site too. But yeah, that's really my goal is to just make resources that help people get into the game. Oh boy, please. Oh, okay. Oh, you fool! Man, I don't mean that like aggressively. I kind of came.
No, I know.
But,
oh, he's basing. He's basing.
Yeah. You could have popped my dude, and then wouldn't have anyone for it. But instead,
Yeah, I really could use a show. It'd be really nice to have right about now.
All right, you haven't drawn Gundam. I think any of the 3 games we've played, for the record. Is that right?
No,
so
certainly
far.
not linked it.
Yeah, you've not linked it for sure. No, I think maybe you played one Amuro. You've definitely been more Mikazuki heavy though.
Yeah.
I don't mean to brag, but my hand is good. Let me tell you, it is.
I
good.
hate that. I hate that.
It's so strong.
Well.
Oh, that's so rough. I'm sorry.
The old strategies are still good. The problem is, this is a loaded up grave with blue.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, like what can I do?
I only play 3 copies of what's his name, Riddy, which is definitely my hand.
Yeah,
so,
but like the thing is, I can't assume,
No,
I've seen you filter one time.
That's fair. I think
I've
I did
seen
an
you
overflowing
base.
and a show, so yeah.
And you've overflowing. And the problem is, right, like I can. So if I attack this turn, I have to swing with my Hyakuren. You block it with the Zoloat, so they trade. Then I swing with both of my 2/2s. One of them gets blocked, and then I can break through your base.
Yeah.
So now I have 3 tapped out things. You can trade one of them.
Yeah.
And you only need to restand with Banshee 1 time. That seems like not stonks to me.
No, I agree. The stocks are low. All right, I might have overstated how good my hand was. It might be a little mediocre.
No, I mean this is still very annoying and very good.
Do I even give you like a little kiss with the? Probably not.
It's tough, right?
Yeah.
Like
I do like if we get to this point of aggro, this is where I really like it because there is like a back and forth in decision making, but you have to just survive the blowout, and that's so tough to do. Ooh.
Exactly.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Ooh. Yeah. We'll make you respect Grandpa.
Yeah, I mean, the stage I basically am forced to be at is like, I need to like get enough turns to draw something worthwhile, essentially.
I think we both are on the same page that we think that the current it's less of a card pool issue, more of the general game design.
Yeah.
Where the design promotes decks that don't rely on pilots. I mean, I'm sure you're a smart guy, so you wouldn't.
You got to, right? You got to.
Yeah.
But I also like eventually I just need to.
Yeah.
Like I can't just sit here forever. I have to turn my card sideways eventually.
Yeah.
I might as well deal with the token. The thing, like, this is gonna get blocked as well anyway. But
yeah,
you know, I need to just put pressure on.
So like, okay, this is kind of weird. I don't think I want. I think I'm actually more indicative of. I mean, I guess I'll block with this one, right? Not the Zolot.
Yeah, exactly. Because you wanna force me to attack with the Gundam, right?
Yeah, and then be sad about it. You don't agree with that? People play what wins. Yeah, but like what wins is like decks. Like you haven't linked. You maybe had one link, but you're still like
one link this game. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. You didn't want to trade your. I'm surprised you didn't do the trade.
Like I could have. It's just like I can swing my action into it next turn anyway. It still trades. Like I'm genuinely just like, ugh. I need some card draw, something like that.
I just gave you card draw, so that sucks.
Yeah, and you need to pilot to get over it, which is like if you're gonna commit a Ridder for it, like I'm okay
that's
with that.
Probably, which means like there's one less for like the Banshee Norn later. Well, spoilers for what's in my hand.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. This is a very odd game. Eh?
It's very weird. Yeah, I saw a lot of off pairs because I think the only actual. I mean, technically the Delta Plus was a link, but it was like forever later. Yeah, I kind of have to. You got him. You got Grandpa.
Right. Straw card. Okay. Okay.
I also have like 4 things on the board, but only one thing can attack.
Yeah, I think it
does. Oh, Aggro's a player-based problem. No, I don't think that's... Yeah, I agree with you. Sorry, I was making sure. But yeah, I don't think it's a player-based issue. People play to win. I think that's true for most card games that want to be competitive, and so it's clear to me that these decks have been very good, but because they can consistently do well over 9 rounds, like the variance doesn't affect them as much as other decks. Because I would say, I mean, I think we have about the same amount of variance this game, right?
Comparable, probably comparable.
Yeah, like I think your deck, but what I'm trying to say is that with similar luck, I think your deck has had a bit of an edge currently. Is maybe what I'm trying.
Yeah, but I think like, and okay, I don't know if there's a way to say this without glazing myself.
Okay, go for it.
But like,
no, we're fine.
I think like a lot of aggro players I've seen will have just swung out.
Sure.
A long time before this.
Yeah.
And
then I would have gotten like all this repair value, right?
You instantly lose the game if you do that. It's like, what do you even do? Well, that's great.
Also, my current hand is a different problem that I have with this game, but we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got...
I assume it's pilot maxing. But...
Yeah, correct. It is very pilot maxed in here.
Yeah, the thing is, pilots are kind of like lands from Magic.
Sure.
In a weird way, like quite a few ways, I guess. And so that makes it like very hard to balance them.
Yeah. Also, no, I could be blocking. I'm honestly just looking for some value somewhere. Also, you're putting more blue cards into my trash, so thank you in case I ever decide to actually use my deck, which I've had no decision making on if that happens yet. Ugh.
I'm literally only dead to double link because all these things can't attack.
Yeah.
So it's like not at all the worst situation to be in.
I think I'll trade here. This one will probably.
All right.
And if you have, I mean, if you have Gundam Amuro, you still win, but like that's like a foregone conclusion, I think. I mean, I guess you don't win, but I'd rather. I think obviously like big boy Gundam's more important to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean that's why like I have to just keep it active because it's kind of acting as this tower unit, right?
Yeah, but I mean like you have such a wide board that these +1s make a big difference too.
Yeah, I mean this ping will do nothing, but
yeah. Oh yeah, because it
like I think even if you banshee here, it's like.
Sorry.
You have 1, 2,
I top
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Per
12.
usual.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry
Okay.
sorry to hit you with a.
Well, that is full board clear.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could have. Yeah, sorry, I'm bad. I could have kept that alive.
Yeah, you should have swung face.
I was just so excited to.
But to be fair, then you wouldn't have been able to get rid of the. Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah. Because I mean, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So we.
You have enough. You have enough to clear
so
everything. Yeah.
Go.
You can
so
go
I
face,
can
click,
pressure you once.
And you can be active at the end of the turn, so I can't even trade you.
Yeah, but I definitely could have kept that active though on me. Or you kept the token around. All right, and then I can just
Yeah, no, it just kills everything.
And there's no. It doesn't take any damage too, which is cool.
That's what I mean when I say this deck is hard carried by Norn. It's like
it is, yeah, and like
you're not doing a damn thing without seeing the Norn link as this deck, which is why I'm like Norn is crazy. Man, I'm very high on Norn as a card.
I could attack with Delta Plus, but then if you play base, like it's
you don't want to risk giving me a pilot, because you got lethal. Well, fortunately for me,
you have Amuro Gundam and you win. Cool.
I've been holding it for multiple turns.
Sure. I mean, which is fair, right? Like that's
so. Like we'll do that. But the thing is, right? Like I lose if you last life burst me. So.
Yeah. Which I'm like okay with that being like you never 100% have it in those senses, but like, and obviously unless I had like a Delta thing, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. That was I'm actually very happy with the gameplay there because I think I had to play out of a really.
I agree. I think a lot of people would have lost that matchup against me. As in, I think a lot of people in your spot would have.
Yeah, but I also think that's kind of the thing.
My start was broken. My start was really good. It was a really good start.
Your start was strong.
Yeah.
I'll go second again, but I also don't think like you're playing anything badly. You know, like you're playing the deck like it's meant to be played. This is one of the things where like I think the problem. The problem I have with aggro.
Right. Sorry, keep going. Yeah.
Is the problem I have with aggro is that like it's this really annoying dichotomy that you will have the most stupid high rolls, right? Where you go first and you have like 5 2/2s on the board by turn 3.
Yeah.
And like what the hell is anyone meant to do about that? There's no possible way you can
unless you have in a non-sideboard game, which even
exactly
based on how the game works, I don't think there's a great way to even sideboard blindly, right?
That's exactly. Like, it's not like this is like you can't pre-side. You know, you'd have to look at your opponent's deck list, right? Like that's the only way.
Yeah, I have been playing a lot of like Pokemon Champions, and there is like the idea of an open deck list for that, and I could kind of like I could kind of believe that could be a solution where it's an open sideboard or open deck list for sideboard because that does offer a lot. Like so you just kind of won. You've already won. Like I haven't done even like anything substantial.
This is why I think Gun Easy is like was a genuine mistake. This card should have read other. There is like I but it's one of those things where like So okay, my issue with aggro is, right, you have the Giga high rolls, right,
Yeah.
and those are insane, and like it is what it is. But like those will only get you like 1 in 10. Let's say 1 in 5 games you win to Giga high roll. Let's be generous. Sure, okay, I win 20% of my games straight up because I high rolled you. It's the remaining ones where like all of the skill comes into it, and you need to like, and like this is what kind of annoyed me, because like when I was playing the game a lot and like learning it, and I was just finding that like, well, actually, the only deck where I find that like I feel like I'm having some form of skill expression and like I'm winning because I'm outplaying my opponent, I'm playing better than them, was the aggressive decks, which is very weird, because that isn't what you would necessarily expect. And yet that is like the situation that I found myself in, like testing the game, all the way back in, God, what format must it have been, GD01, which was like, it was really weird. It was like kind of frustrating, because I like wanted to play all these other decks, but like, what is there much skill expression to wing going blocker, 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 blocker?
I don't
until they go wing 0. Not massively, right? That's not saying there isn't skill expression in wing. I mean, the wing mirrors are like highly skill dependent, and you could like, find ways to get edges in those matchups all over the place. But into basically almost any other deck, it was just like, well, your game plan's very linear. Whereas I found with aggro, I could clearly differentiate myself from like other players in the way I sequenced, and the way I like was able to like identify threats, and the way I could like do all those things. And that hasn't really changed. I think that's part of like, I don't know if this is why maybe there's like a general kind of discontent among the player base around aggro, because there's the high rolls, which no one likes.
No.
And then there's the fact that like if you go up against a good aggro player and you are like intermediate to worse in the game, if they don't low roll, you're losing. Like you're just losing. And there's nothing you can do about it. And that feels bad. Like I get it. Like I 100% get it.
No, but I like Banshee. Obviously, Norn is like a good card, right? But the chances to see everything that you need on curve is just so low. I just feel it's like so tough to do.
Exactly, and this was why
I need you to force a pilot.
Yeah, well, this is also partly why I found I actually can't like. I actually don't think I can attack this turn because of what's in my hand.
Okay, cool.
Because you'll just trade my whole board and then I'll lose. Well, it's like I can try and high roll you here.
Well, I'm going to level 6, so you don't even have to worry about Banshee. You're fine.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's try and high roll. Okay, well that didn't really work. I mean, I don't know if it really matters, but
please stop.
Annoyingly, it's because if I attack with all 3 of these, and you have any way to like ping or like buff, like if you Gundam Armor.
Yeah, sorry, I did just top deck. It's per usual, as in my contract.
But that's what I mean, right? If you Gundam Armor, then I actually just instantly lose because suddenly you stabilized and I wasn't able to get you to 0.
Yeah, but I have to do this. I mean, I don't even think I hit into your base because like.
You probably get rid of it.
I guess it's with Gundam, but not with Easy, just so you don't get like the.
Yeah. You don't want to like. If I have active ping, I would have used it most likely.
Yeah, but if you have Gundam Amuro, you like strictly win next turn, like or any link.
Yes,
any link you like almost strictly win. Because spoilers, my opening hand, the first 2 draws were bases, so I know there's only one other base, and it's probably not that last card. So.
All right. Well, I did top deck the link.
Sure.
Well, I've had like the pilot. I've had like I have 3 grandpas in my hand.
Yeah. So I mean, like you had 40% chance, pretty moderately high.
I needed to draw a pilot.
But this is the situation here. Even if perfect, love him. Even if you didn't see the pilot, you were still just so far ahead. Like that was the first link you had that game, right? That was the first link you had that entire game.
I just slammed down like 2 grandpas. Yeah, exactly. And it's just
I did. I mean, not even technically a link. I just need to get the 4 HP and another token.
Yeah.
So.
But I think like the way I kind of see aggro decks playing into non-aggro decks is like in the early game, like in those first couple turns, do you want to go first again?
It doesn't matter, clearly. The only game
Well,
I've
I'll
won
go
is
first.
going second.
Oh my
so...
god! I need to share my screen with you. My hand is 5 level 4s.
All right. This hand clearly would have been better if I went first, but that's fine. We'll still play it.
Yeah, I think like usually the way it goes is like all the skill in that early, in basically the first half of the game, all the skill is usually on the aggro player.
I know I used the marker,
properly.
but this might actually be right. We'll see. But I would only do this if I know you're playing aggro.
If you have another one, right? You have to have another one.
Yeah.
That's the only possible way you do this.
Yeah.
And in that situation, yeah, that's really, really annoying.
But I wouldn't like, there's also like the theory, like obviously round 1 you don't know what anyone's playing, but like you can scout and see what people are playing throughout the day, right?
Exactly. And this is why I also like part of why I think a lot of the way you have to play in the opening turns is kind of like dictated by the fact you need to assume you're playing into aggro until you see otherwise.
Yeah. So
and honestly,
play the game a little bit.
Yeah. But I think like what is very bad about that is really by far, because of the inconsistency of the game, by far the most, that was also like really annoying because that is
well, if it makes you feel, I got it from Reinforced Junior, if that makes you feel better.
No. As in like the fact you killed the 3 AP unit is actually very impactful.
Yeah.
I think going level 4. Do I read you odds having Gundam Amuro? That's basically what I'm thinking here. Because
clearly I have
a
perchance to draw it, right? Clearly I've shown it.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to play that.
I think that's the thing, right? If I read you on Gamuro, then I have to do this because otherwise I just get absolutely cooked.
Sure.
I don't think there's any universe where I trade the part token. I think you'll do the trading for. Well, actually, that's not true because if you Gundam Amuro me, then the part token trades.
Yeah. You gotta respect it.
So I probably actually do trade the part token, which is kind of cringe, but it's what it is. Anyway, so like all the skill is on the aggro player to like basically not throw the game because if you make one, like, I mean, this is the first set since GD01. Okay. Like for 1 Year War, this is the first set that 1 Year War has gotten a single upgrade. Oh no!
I mean, I don't get the thing, but like,
no, but I mean, the bases are like huge. Blue purple, like, if I was playing 1 Year War, I think this would be like I wouldn't care. But 5/8/5 is annoying for me to get.
I have my backup combo, so not. But now, like, I was gonna just let your Barbatos kind of hang out, but now that I have the base, like, I kind of have to.
Yeah. Now you can just deal with it.
Yeah. So I have to. I mean, I'm technically at 1 HP, but like that's trivial against you.
Yeah, like it's
gun easy goes into
like 2 or less is likely dead.
Okay.
All right. Now what I need here is first form link plus another ping. That'd be lovely.
Yeah. I think the other thing, and maybe there have been like obviously some decisions, but like by and large, it is moderately linear what our decisions are most of the time, right? I think there have been, without seeing your entire hand, I can't say that, and without seeing it, but like for both of it's like, okay, we just play the cards we draw, which I know is like a card game thing in general, but I feel like the decision making is mild.
I think like I think that's like you'll. I mean, I guess I'm biased because I think like the first couple turns it is for basically everything. I think like where things start getting really interesting is for aggro. When like you start like sequencing well beyond what is expected.
Sure.
And you start like doing really interesting like weird lines that require you to think about everything your opponent's going to do. I think that is part of my issue with like other decks in the game where like, yeah, they do feel really linear because like ultimately what are the options here? Like your deck, you know, I can walk through basically every good option you have pretty easily. Whereas like I think like the challenge is like because everything in aggro is like so cheap, you have so many lines available to you. Whereas that is very nice.
Yeah, honestly, like I've like as aggressively, I think Uneasy is good. I haven't put this at like more than like 2 copies, but clearly against aggro, it's been kind.
Guneasy is super good.
Yeah. Man, we should have just played the first game, and then I should have disconnected you. It should have been. I would have been. I'd be so far ahead right now. I beat the 4th best player in the world. Just edit you crying, like just the whole easy.
I said like on Fraud Watch.
Yeah.
The problem is I can't attack out on this turn.
No,
because you had double blocker.
I get it.
Because you just banshee me and then I am cooked. But now I'm in like a fragile state, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna keep drawing cards.
And this now in this situation, this card's crazy. Like this card's drawing you like 3 cards. Like that's bad. That's really bad. I think like if I basically can't lethal you this turn / next turn, I think I just lose.
I've got some really weird play lines now.
And that's what I mean. When like once you hit the late game and then you have enough resources for the other decks in the format to like actually do their stuff, then there's that potential for skill expression. Like, oh, I can think about the options you have, and I can like bait certain plays that I have the counter to, or this sort of stuff. But in order to make it there, the play lines are really linear, and that's what I found like always really frustrating with it, because I was like, well, you just do this, and because you're forced to mulligan for aggro, you can't really do anything interesting. Oh, that's really bad. That is really, really bad.
Yeah. And then I think we just pass again. I mean, it heals only 1, right? So it's not as like crazy as repair 2, but now like if I have Banshee, right, like you get super punished. So if you have to swing out again.
I'm just thinking, can I afford to pass another turn? I'm dead on board, so I actually can't.
Yeah. Also, Grizzly with the follow or subscription. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, man, my favorite deck at this point. It's not good, but like the League Multiplayer Neo Xiong. Oh, I wish that deck was like a little bit better. Like just a little bit. If it could just survive aggro early a little bit better. Fun deck.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Hey, look at you! You found him.
I've been holding it for so long because I'm just like, I need to build up the board to take it, but then because I have like basically no knowledge of what you were going to do. That is interesting,
right? Like why would I just lose a blocker for that, right?
No, that's true. I would have thought because then I can't break your base in one swing.
I mean, but I'm not afraid of losing this turn, right? You only have 4 more attacks, and I've got 2 blockers. So I mean, if you got double armor,
well, if I have Link, then you lose.
Sure.
Yes,
that's fair.
That is true.
Even with Link, though, it has to be specifically another Gundam Amuro, right?
Yeah. Does it have to be another Gundam Amuro?
Because all my blockers are healthy.
No, it's just any Link, right? Because you block 1, I deal 3. Oh, right, yeah.
I have two blockers,
Yeah.
There's V-Dash. I'm looking for him all game. Alright, I will get one of these blocks. I think at this point, maybe you can full clear board, but
so now, well, I don't think I want to full clear. I think what I want to do here is
you only have 2 more attacks, right? Because you just played base.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Exactly. And I want to like, I think what I want to do here is take you off of lethal, because right now I'm looking at lethal. The way to do that will be starting off with taking out the blocker.
Yeah, that's fine.
Either way,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you can get the flat. You can ping for 1. Yeah.
I will ping for 1.
And
then I think at this stage, the problem is it puts you at link for game.
Sure.
I don't really like that. How many pilots have you seen? 1, 2 pilots in your deck? You probably got the link for game.
Yeah, probably do, yeah. The thing is, like, I'm trying to think of, like, last card in your hand, right? Even if you go 2 into, like, I'll block your 2, and then you can't do 2 damage with 1 card, right? Like, unlikely, so, like, maybe if you had specifically, what, Amuro again, you could rest and, like, trade. Okay.
If I had armor, I would have just gone face.
Yeah. You ping your guy who repairs anyways.
Yeah, and then I think I mean, the thing is, like, I swing into anything. I'll swing into this because it breaks my base in 1 swing. You block it if you want to keep that around, or you just let it die, in which case you keep your blocker and you Banshee Norn me out of existence.
I think keeping my blocker is more important here, for sure. So I'm going to keep that. As much as this thing is, like, tough for you to remove, I think that's fine. I think, like, that's fine. I think having the blocker up, especially with you having no cards, is probably fine.
I think because here, like, you got 1, 2, 3. You have 3. You easily can get 4 restands with Norn. So, like, my board's gone. I've accepted that if you have Norn.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't think there's anything I could have. There's no way for me to not. I have to swing that turn, otherwise I'm dead on board. So it's like I have to play into hope you don't have it.
All right. This turn's very weird for me now. This is where, like, the 5-minute turn comes in. So I have a lot I could do, but I'll start with this, I guess.
Okay, that is good news for me in that it means no Norn.
That was not the card I meant to play. Uh-oh. That's
okay.
That's okay. I need to play something else. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, we're fine. I meant to play a different game.
Okay. I think you do have to, you have to trade there. Otherwise, you're dead. So,
I mean,
top deck gun easy or Armoro and I win.
Sure.
Otherwise, it's probly
I had a Zolot and they looked too
similar.
Fine.
Yeah,
so that was the issue there.
Yeah. That wouldn't have. Yeah, but you still probably would have had to play the use.
Right. I mean, here's like the other. I mean, I really did not want to use this guy, but I think this is probably.
Yeah. I was thinking like.
Yeah. Because at this point, like, Banshee is cool, but, like, it doesn't. Who cares? I'm already so far ahead.
Yeah. Like that was where, but now it's just like a matter of I need you to basically just. Like.
I don't think I could have gone. The thing, I'll be honest.
No. And the thing is, I can't attack you because until I have lethal for sure, I can't. Like, because I'll lose my board and then it's off, and that locks me out of the game, I think.
Yeah, because I think I can just rest this dude, right? And then, like, I don't mind. I can just still be, like, really passive because you're still not winning anytime soon. And just have more boy warriors. Yeah, because now I just clear a boy every turn now, right? Like, very clearly.
Well, exactly. It's like I actually. I actually just can't win in this position because you tap a thing every turn.
Yeah.
So there, and I just like assuming you basically have a brain and keep your blockers active.
Sure, I mean, which you know, according to my comments, is not.
Which you do. No, relax.
Not something you can. Yeah. All right.
I got time for one more. And
Yeah,
then
let's do. Yeah, if I win, we tie it up.
These been good.
Yeah, I agree. I did not play those last turns. I got scammed by the timer for that one. That was 100% me. I could have played it better, but I think it was okay. I don't think we could have been punished hard with.
Yeah, I think like it. Yeah, and it's one of those things where if I had known what your hand looked like, I would have played the game very differently.
Sure.
But that's like the difficulty in a game like this, right?
All right, I'm gonna see if I can win one first, which has been near impossible so far. Ooh, but I'll keep this. This is a mediocre hand. I also have not seen V-Gundam literally all sets. Right, that was the first game I think we actually like kind of dropped him with some urgency.
Yeah.
I was playing. I don't think like I needed to be aggressive there because I feel like anytime.
No,
I think I was good just to control stuff. All right, kind of easy. Let's go.
Guneezy's such a good card, man.
He is very good. All right. Well. Yeah, probably still worth. Of course.
Okay.
If I would have done Reinforced Junior, my turn was better. But I was like, oh, seeing 2 cards is better than seeing 1. And punished. Because I didn't want to play base here because like you having to clear EX base is still better. So
yeah, like it's like taking a damage basically when you don't need to. And also because I'm currently locked out a little bit from doing it. Yeah, also, you always Garmero's on.
I know
curve.
it's it's my cross to bear. I will gladly like, if all the superpowers to have, right? Like it's a pretty.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
But I understand. I've even set one like when I was playing like blue red in like Gen Con last year. They're like you always have it. I promise you, shuffle. You do whatever you want for it. All right. It's just the main character. Oh, I also have like a soundboard like I keep forgetting to do like the new type sound. I can do whenever.
Every time you draw it.
Yeah.
I think this is probably worth it, although it feels pretty bad.
I agree. It does feel bad for me, but it's fine. You got him. I mean, he's still my 2 cards ate your 2.5 cards, so.
Yeah. It's like the thing is, right? Like every turn you can kind of just delay, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me. I have 10 armor.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, you have to show a resolve before I show a revolve? Dang. Also, Mexican Lou with the subscription. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Ivo, you've definitely been someone I've been wanting to do games with for a long time. So I'm upset that it took so long, but I'm happy that we.
Yeah, no, me too. It's taken ages.
Yeah.
How do I? This is an actual interesting sequencing problem.
Yeah, I don't remember if there's a way to turn off timers for private matches for this. Because I could definitely see.
I think you can. Yeah. You can turn it on like a slow timer.
I don't really like. No, that's fine. We'll see. We'll see if that's right. It might be trolling, but I don't want you just to rest one of my things and then your Zolot gets like you get to like. I really want to trade my Hyakurin into one of your dudes, so that's my goal. You can turn on a slower timer. Okay, gotcha.
See what happens. I gotta. The problem is also you're coming into a V dash tap turn. It's just like if I leave everything active and you kill the one thing I kind of want to keep around, that's a bit annoying.
I'm gonna be very greedy, but just... I know you have something to deal 1 damage in it. I know you do. So like I don't want you to get like the free thing.
Maybe.
I'll get the trade here. This trade's fine. This trade's gonna happen every time anyways. So that's fine. And then yeah, aha.
They call me the fastest adapt link in the West.
You know, that's fine. Like I still feel like I made it awkward for you, so I can have
yeah, no, you did. I think like that's kind of thing where like how you chose to block there like completely changes the course of my turn and what I'm like trying to do.
Yeah.
Which is why it's like such an interesting like puzzle. Like that's the thing that I think is really hard about Gundam is because of the inconsistency. There is literally no game state that is identical. Any other
Very proud. So here's, I mean, I think I do just trade up board though. Still, I think that's probably.
You have to. I mean, you gotta deal with this stuff. Like it's.
And there, and then as much as I want this to be around, because like I could like ping base and then breach over, and you lose base, right? But
yeah, it's
probably still here. Me being at 2 HP is not my favorite, but you've used 3 pingers. So like
I've used a fair bit of ping. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Huh.
Oh boy. I mean, I've made that noise a couple times today, so you can probably deserve to make it once or twice.
It's like no, it's just so rare that I get to play the second Corsica.
Oh, sure, that's fair.
That's
very fair.
That does not happen very often anymore.
No.
The thing is, you do just get to tap something. You haven't got that much. I think it is worth trading.
You know, you open up the potential for 2 more attacks, right? That's the choice,
exactly,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, ha! It made you waste the ping. All right, we're so up.
Yeah.
So up.
It's annoying though. I think I have to put down the 3 attack unit. Yeah. I was like, because if I swing out, then Norn is like.
But you know,
wow.
me having Riddy is like such a low bar anymore. Right? Also, if you have a link, you win. Are that.
Gone easy, baby. Yeah. Copies 5 and 6 of Armoro. It is
okay. All right, hold on.
Like this is like who could possibly have expected the aggro buff to come from Shrike team? You know.
Sure. Like, yeah. Like I agree. It's like a. All right, come on. I haven't gone base all day. Oh, hey, all right. Okay, all right. We got a game. You have another link in hand, though. You're just better than me. I know it. You also just made a very tasty board for my... If I find the link. Right, that's a...
That's what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Okay, so board's gone.
Sure.
If I attack.
Ooh.
I think this board's cooked no matter what, so it's better for me to just keep what I can out of reach, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. Get that token out of here.
I assume. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Super high rolled. All right.
That's really bad.
Let me make sure that I'm not bad though. That I do the actual sequencing right. One, if you have
Yeah.
Link, whatever, you still win. So like, I mean.
Well, it's the like if
it
I see a second pilot.
Uh,
Sorry, if I see a second pilot this game, it would help.
8, 9, 10. So I get. I don't know. Can I hit into shields? That's the other question, right? Because it's.
Yeah. You got 1,
4,
2,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
yeah, you're
10,
more
11.
easily.
So yeah, I have 3 reef stands. So yeah.
I think you have 3 restands, so you have 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually.
No, I'm
oh
fine.
yeah, because you have the
my
part token. Because you have the part
work.
token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good. And the token lives, baby. I mean, just sure. I don't think you have anything, just in case. I mean, you have things, but like nothing to interact with.
No, well, so now the challenge is keeping you off lethal. If I don't have anything this turn.
Yeah.
Which, like, first armor of the game would be helpful.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this has been a high roll for many reasons for me, right?
But that's the nature of the beast state.
Sure. Yeah. But I hope there's an understanding that I know how I got into this position. One, I had
No.
Banshee Norn Link. I had base as my last thing, right?
Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Yeah. No, it's like, but that's it's. I think it like there's a lot of players I know who would think that was like they'll last life base and like be like, oh wow, that was a really close game, but I managed to eke it out. And I'm like, you like
just yeah, I understand what you mean. They're just like they don't recognize the amount that RNG, like I don't know. It's hard to say like where for this game where skill versus RNG. There's like an idea like saying, you know what? Unless I see this card, my chances of winning are still 0. So I have to play that assuming that my last card is that, right? And you get rewarded for that, but. Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, the Norn high roll is still tough. I mean, all right. I have 4 attacks. If you had Amra, you'd already have it.
I would have immediately if I had lethal.
I will force you to have 1 more card to make it like more painful too.
Yes, and I think that is fair.
Now, at the same point, if you just play a bunch of things out, yeah, okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, which is fair. This does also mean, I mean,
the thing that sucks obviously is like you get to clear the Anksha, but I have to basically hope that you don't link me and you can't tap like multiple units on my board. Okay, and I think there is a cope chance.
Yeah, unfortunately, Overflowing Affection is a very good card, so.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
that will tend to
ruin
do
your
it.
cope chances.
No.
So I could go for game right now. Also, I hope everyone's like aware of that, but I think this play is actually going to be way better. With you only having 1 card here, yeah.
Yeah, I think you definitely want to breach here anyway, just to get like the value.
Yeah.
Like you might as well like play it optimally,
Yeah.
The only thing that saves me is last life base of my own.
Yeah. Which I mean, you're owed, right? At this point, because I got it, so
we'll see. There's always a cope chance. I mean, if I last life base, then like I guess I probably do win.
Unfortunately,
if I draw like a pilot, but nope.
Okay, assuming that was base.
GG's.
I also do just have this so I can clear 2 of your boys, right?
Yeah, that will definitely
which would mean it'd have to be, you know what I mean? Like, I'll let you see what your last card is.
There is nothing that gets me the game here because you had the armor.
Yeah.
What I needed was like I needed you to not have the link, I needed to have a last life base if you did, and now I need to draw pilot.
Yeah, so I functionally won this game just so everyone's aware, but I wanted to just show just how good I won.
No, don't worry. You'll get you're getting the shiny.
Yeah. So, but I think it's you know, I think these are good games. Obviously, we went 50-50, which against aggro I think is fine. But I think we've highlighted I think the strengths, but also I think some of the weaknesses of the game right now. The games
100%.
where you won, like, what was I supposed to do, right? Like, oh, did he see all his bases? Did you see? Oh, you saw 3 bases. I don't know if you remember.
I did. Oh, actually, you're right. I did see all 3, so
okay.
I could have just conceded on the spot.
Without open deck list, 4 bases not outrageous though. I think like a lot of people are on.
Yeah.
2
I mean,
or...
like that's. I'm on 3 because I want to play 3 shows.
Yeah.
And you'll notice, like, I mean, I didn't see any shows that game. Like the.
Yeah.
The odds of, by the way, like with aggro, so much of it is just stats. You can just literally run it and go like, okay, well, what am I seeing this? When you see 20 cards in your deck, 19 cards in your deck, and 16% of your deck is pilots, and you see 1, that is a little bit.
Also, some clear 2 things. One, first game I won was because you couldn't play anything on turn 2, which is insane for your deck. Like, you had nothing. 2, the reason I won this game is because I had last life base. I saw Amuro on curve, and then I had double Banshee with the link for it, and then the V-Dash Gundam just like wrapped it up off the overflowing. But like, I would 100% say this is a high roll for me on this one.
And I think like the point of saying that, to make it clear to your viewers, isn't that you're saying, oh, I'm not good because I high rolled. No. The point is to illustrate like the matchup is dictated by those factors.
Yep.
Nothing about player skill is like being discussed here. We are literally saying like, well, like, because I think you played those, like outside of like that one, like that the last turn because of the timer. Like,
yeah, like the weird. I mean, it still ended up
good.
working. I was so far ahead, but like there clearly was like a better play. But
but I think like, you know, outside of that, like the point is to illustrate that like, well, what's happening is the literal variance of like the deck is what is like deciding, and that's why I think like, you know, like this deck, if like with blue white, like if you high roll with this deck, I have no idea how anything wins, because it does it all, right? Like you draw cards, you can tap down your opponent's stuff, you can interact with their units, and you have the mother of all board clears to stabilize at the end of the game, and you have a billion blue cards that just go.
And not to like, there is an issue where if the game becomes too consistent off these pairs, then it becomes like a whole different beast, right? Like we're not
exactly.
And like when I'm going to make the video later, you know, I'm not going to come from a point of I know the answer. I'm just saying like since I only have sympathy for people balancing this game because I think it's in a very tough position right now.
Yeah.
How do you move forward with it?
Well, indeed. I mean, unlike speculation here, right? Like I have no inside info, but it's very clear that they're pushing us towards building decks around one pilot. You can see that from the pilots that were teased in that GD05 preview. Like we're getting a second hero. We already have a second Soletta. We're getting a second Kira. We know we're getting a second, like we're getting a new Shah starter deck. So in blue. Okay. So like we can see that's the direction they want us to go in. And that is going to go some way to alleviating consistency issues when, you know, when everything is in the same attribute and everything is in the same link, like, okay, now that helps. And then if we get in attribute searching, then like, I think that's kind of like going to be the sweet spot, but I completely agree. Like when you're like when you're jamming packages together like this, that are just like insane in a combination, the inconsistency should be the trade-off.
Sure. Yeah. No. And I think that's fair, but I don't know. I do love playing this game, but every time I play it, it always in the back of my head, I'm like, you could have been more like where like I feel like I compare it to other card games on consistency every time. Like I just can't avoid thinking about it, and so
and it's why I think the game needs to be best of 3 with a sideboard like yesterday, because like I'm like with the least amount of ego possible. Like I would say the vast majority of my losses in this game are because like I had bad variance. And when you're like as good as your opponent, that is likely how you're losing. Unless it's like a particular matchup, or, you know, like if it's a mirror match, like you simple it down to the mirror match. But like otherwise, like and I know that, but like, you know, otherwise it's you shouldn't be losing the variance most of the time. Like, you should be losing because your opponent's better than you. You should be losing because whatever, right?
For sure. And it's like it's a ratio. It's not hard to like
frustrating.
dictate like what's the right percentage for that, right? It's kind of like a how you feel as a player for it. But I would say compared to all the other games, I would say this one in particular, I feel I lose more often against a weaker opponent without having ego with it. Yeah.
Again, with minimal ego,
Yes,
but like
yeah.
it's. And what is particularly frustrating?
I mean, you lost 3 times against me, and so like that.
No, but that's not. No,
You're a better
that's
player
not
than
like
me.
disparaging against you.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like, but what like losing to someone who is worse than you is like one thing.
Yeah.
Like whatever. What I think compounds the issue is the way Bandai's tournaments are structured.
Yeah.
Like if those losses come in the early rounds of any event, you might as well just drop out and go home.
Sure.
Because you are not getting anything. Like I have lost round 1 of a new type to like someone who then goes on and goes undefeated, and I'll still come 5th,
Sure.
having gone 4-1 after that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so if you lose like round 2 or 3 to someone who drops, like GG.
Sure.
Like my in my regionals run, I was X3, but like the losses were comedic, right? Like the wins were comedic and the losses were comedic. I either won in like 5-10 minutes, or the game was 30 minutes long and I barely lost. Like there was no in between. And like I went back in the end. I lost rounds 2, 3, and 5, I think. And so my breakers were like put me at like one of the worst performing X3s. I didn't even going to march you, and I'm like, well, what's the point?
Sure.
You know,
Yeah,
like you're playing for like the hope of it, but it's like if the record doesn't even get you anything, and I think like that is a Bandai issue, but it feels particularly bad in Gundam because of the nature of the game, where like there's the inconsistency, the increased variance, and like
I would say
it's a different stuff
I,
than actual lotteries and everything.
I've taken a lot of your time, so if you need to skedaddle, let me know. But I've sat down across nicest way, like a Jimmy, all bright eye, very happy, playing their cards. Doesn't even read my cards. They just know to attack my shields, and then they win. And I'm like, where? I think everyone's had that situation where you just get blown out by someone who played. You picked up the deck yesterday, and you're like, should this be happening? Is this the? So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's tough.
And that's exactly the thing. Like there needs to be like, I think like it's very easy to be negative about it. I think like the positive I'll say for Gundam is I don't really think there is a matchup lottery so much in the game.
Yeah, I think that's
where
fair.
like in other games, like you sit down, your opponent flips up their leader, and you're like, I have a 20% chance to win this.
Sure.
Like just straight up. Like the like bad matchups in Gundam, it's like you're still going to win like 30 to 40% of the time.
Yeah.
And if you're better than your opponent, it'll be way more than that. So like that is the positive, but like again, I just think we really need at minimum best of 3. Because,
yeah,
like,
and we're also our
least,
viewpoints are like our bias is like we're more competitive edged. Other players might just want to play a game, which is fine. Like there's different like casual versus competitive. Bandai, without being too pessimistic, just wants to sell product, which is fine, which they're doing, which is good. So like
and that's good. We want them to sell products.
We want the game to be supported, right? Like there's literally, I'm not trying to be like super jade when I say that, but if product is still like flying off the shelves like it is, like the onus to change something is not super high. But I think they generally do listen. But it's usually like a little bit slower, but they do listen. I think that with my experience with them so much.
Yeah. Well, I think last thing I'll say, and then I am actually going to log off, is I think if best of 3 and particularly with sideboard, I think if it's coming, it's going to come with season 2 of the regionals.
Sure.
Because like there kind of isn't a better time. Like they've tried it at Worlds, they tried it at Japan finals, they tried it at the Osaka like regionals as like a side event. They've now tried it at every competitive level. Season 2 is like the anniversary of the game. Okay, if you're going to do a big change, anniversary is a good time. It's also the break point in the season, and let's be honest, it's a Bandai game. Set 5 is going to break everything, and whatever the meta currently is, it's not going to be
And
whatever it is, like it won't be the same.
Yeah, and I agree. Like we're dragging into set 5 when the game's gonna be a different game anyway. So that's fair. I understand like them not wanting to change anything if everything's gonna change anyways with set 5. So it's fair. It's fair. And I do think set 4 was better than I expected it to be, but it's still
for sure.
It's still like
this is a leagues ahead of the experience of like the thing is like with set 3, like blue purple was tier 0, but frankly only if you were like really good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just like very competitive aggro, kind of like it is here.
Mm-hmm.
But set 3.5 was excruciating. But sorry, I actually have to go. But
no, you do.
Thanks very much
Yeah.
for having
Thank you
me.
very
It was
much.
Lovely
Thank you, Ibo.
lovely to game.
We'll have to do it again. Make sure to close out the video ninja
Absolutely.
too, so I'm not like spying on you. And
Yes.
yeah. All right. Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye everyone. Be
Bye-bye,
nice.
bye-bye. Follow
See
Ibo
you.
on YouTube. We're not done with the stream yet, but follow Ibo. All right. Bye. Bye. All right. And there he is. All right. You guys are stuck with me now. But thank you so much to Ibo for hanging out. We're still going to be playing some games. Just probably rank ladder. Probably just playing some Banshee Norn just since we played so much of it. But I really appreciate his insights. I think Ibo definitely is more competitive edge than me. Obviously, a very strong player for the game, and so his insights are really cool for it. I appreciate him being free and flexible. And I think he spent way too much time talking to me today. I think he had something to do after this. So, shouts to Ibo for getting wrapped up in the sauce and hanging out. So, anyways. Yeah. I mean, like a lot of the good decks that exist right now seem like they're going to have double pilots moving forward. So, yeah. Dropping 2 of your 10. I mean, there's a lot of opinions going forward. I think that's like been. Yeah, we'll just keep playing this. So it's the other thing is that like I really do mention it. Like it's very easy to say things could be better and then like just drop it. Like with because technically sure you're right whatever. But I also will say that I'm coming from an edge where I really don't have a suggestion on what's the best path. Like it is tough. It is tough, I think, currently to balance this game when I think the base mechanics are a little undertuned for what the game needs to be. You missed the whole collab. Well, luckily, it's all here, so you can, as soon as you can still watch us live now, and then when the stream's over, you can hang out with Ivo afterwards. I really do not want to keep this double show of Resolve, but if we have Reinforced Junior Zolot going first, I'll probably need to keep it. Okay. All right, in 6 turns, we've got a combo. I honestly like. I'm gonna make a video, and I'm saying it so often so I can guarantee that I do it. But I think it's so stinky that these cards are just so dead most of the time. What made DBS Masters not be aggro or fix aggro? A couple things. One drops couldn't do damage, even though you could attack with cards the turn you played. You had like a minimum damage threshold, and then you can use your cards defensively in hand. I think the only game that has had like similar, okay, there's maybe 2. Battle Spirit Saga had like a really funny issue. I can't, but they banned like a 1-drop vanilla. I don't remember the exact stats, but they had to ban a 1-drop for being too good, which was really funny. And then Digimon also had the issue for a while, and then they played like really like good. You got it. But then they printed like very easy like rookie removal controls for every color kind of thing. But Digimon can also just be really open-ended with the cards you use, and you're really locked into certain colors for this game. Like they just made like maybe if they had like a generic color that you could put in every color and stuff, but I still feel like every game's just going to be still very like blocker heavy. I mean, I guess we gotta do this. Next turn we can draw victory, but like it's not great. They're gonna have a ping for this anyways, so whatever. Yeah, Crimson Blaze, sure. The Pterosaur vanilla because he could ramp himself. Yeah. I didn't play. I was only really involved for like the first 2 sets of Battle Spirits, and then it kind of stopped a little bit. But every shield should be 3 HP. I mean, that's like okay. I could see that being like a little bit more impactful. It means like Breach 1 is like really bad though, right? Oh boy. B-dash will be good eventually. This hand's like pretty mediocre. I mean, we had a good one. 2 3s awards, yeah. I don't know. I'm like a sucker for decks that have like some kind of like I compare this game a lot to Hearthstone, which I played a lot for the first 4 or 5 years and then stopped after like Ben Brode left the game. So like think it was like 2018 I stopped playing Hearthstone. But like if you go back to like the early like content on the YouTube channel, it's Hearthstone stuff, which I don't know how many people actually know that, but it's very like I'm very based off that. So like not having like hero powers or like generic removal tools or like, you know what I mean, like I don't know. I really do not know what the best way to do. Like it'd be very, I think, irresponsible to like suggest something is better without having an actual like test environment for it, but I don't know. All right. I think we have to. As much as like this play is really good, we can also just like see what we get from here. Because we also gun easy. Like we can trade 2 into there too. That might just be better. Means that also like if we get like if we get an Uso, if we get like any pilot off of our thing. Obviously these shows are resolved were like bad to keep in hand, but it's fine. I think we have to keep for Banshee Norn. Yeah. There we go. This was a bit of a... There's definitely a lot of weight. Like, I do think that Gundam has these turns where like you have to choose a path that you're going down. This path makes it so like if I see stuff like Amuro or if I see Uso, the turn becomes very good. I could have like linked with Riddy as well, but I don't think that was as strong. I think like having 2 bodies on the board was better. And now, okay, now they're trading into that, which I'm pretty happy about. I think that's a good trade for me. And yeah, if we again, Uso is like the best card for us to get, which okay, Amuro's not bad. I'm actually pretty okay with Amuro. Amuro's a good guy. Because especially since we set up... Ooh, they have Amuro, I'm upset. Okay, that's too bad. Yeah, that makes my Link's plays a little bit more tough. Because I'm not attacking anymore, but... If they go all out aggro next turn though, we like this Banshee's like really good. Yeah, Reinforced Junior is like not worth it because like they still can just punt it for free. Another Banshee Norn is stupid. I think I just have to do this though. We're so good. We're so up. I think they can do 1 damage to me, but I'd rather make it harder for them to get rid of my base. So for the record, I don't think we deserve getting that card, but we got it anyways. Yeah. I really did like Hearthstone for a lot of ways. So like this game does obviously do a lot of the same. Yeah, that's fine. But if they go 3-2-2, like I'm very happy. Oh no, they're good. Ah, shoot. Never never have to. Listen, I hate this, but I think we gotta do it. Because without pilot, 3-2, yeah, they can't. They need a pilot to punt for game. I mean, they still kind of do, but we had to do this. We could have also like not pushed in the Gundam so hard, but I don't know. You also could have like Riddied. Actually, I think every blue card in their trash is important for Riddy here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we get 3 restands. So 4 attacks. Yeah, Reynad is because he's the one he made Bazaar, right? That's his game right now. think our opponent's actually pretty good, which is pretty obnoxious. Sometimes you need bad opponents. I said it. Quest was really cool. I really so I don't know if this is like what this says about me. I want to do this. I want value. We'll see if that's too bad. I think that yeah, we'll trick them. I mean, they still get like the breach damage, but that's fine. But I mean, if we block here, they don't get the breach, which is also fine. Especially if they turn so many cards sideways. Don't really care. I like the idea of RNG in card games to a limit. We can breach too, so like this can attack into something, they still get the breach. But I think more cards sideways for them is better for me. Yeah, that's fine. They can put me down to 1 right now. And if they do that, then we just have like a really tasty... I mean, I'm going to guess they don't think I have Banshee right now, which, spoilers, I definitely do. Yeah, and I'm actually pretty okay with that trade. But even without it, right? Like, nah, we're fine. This can trade into one of these, which is nice. They're playing blue-green, so... I mean, they could attack Hongsha here, but I'm not too upset about that either. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Oh. Actually, this is very interesting. I actually am kind of okay with this. Sure. Ping your things, but I mean, like, okay, so I mean, if they have like a single... No, they have to have like Amuro, whatever. Yeah. This is actually pretty okay for any Amuro gets me there. Gets them there. Alright. We play our boy. How many cards do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think yeah, okay, he gave up, yeah. I think they just pretty much said, I don't think they should have given up, right? Because if they top decked Amuro, I mean, how many Amuros have they seen? One. They definitely could have played out. I don't know why they conceded. I don't know why they conceded, sincerely. 2 nor I mean, we're playing 3 currently. Or no, we're playing 4. We could definitely go down to 3, I guess. 4 might be a bit of an overkill. But I think it's fine. It's whatever. The card is still like generically good. But if you don't like 4, I definitely put like another copy of it. I forgot that I'm hitting Gundam Amuro with only 3 copies of Norn in the deck, which is crazy. I'm gonna pump one up. I can't. I forgot I was doing that. That's so funny. Yeah, let's go here. All right. The link with 2 Norn, I agree. But like also like the Norn doesn't get better with more links. You know what I mean? Yeah, they definitely could have won it pretty easily. I think they gave up too early. Yeah, we clear board, but they'd have we had 3 things and we ran out of resting things currently. Also, I could see a 3rd copy of Gun Easy in this deck. Currently we're playing 2, but I could definitely see a 3rd copy. I don't know what I'd take out for it though. Victory Gundam's fine, but I think I'd actually like more of this. 3 copies instead of like Gun Easy can help us win so much more, I think. Maybe we do that next. This is a very good hand. And honestly, it's crazy. I hated Zawart. Zawart was like one of my least favorite cards. But once they gave it like a trait that mattered, like what a difference this card makes for sure. Oh boy. That's pretty good. Cool, cool, cool. All right, we're playing against the deck. All right, I could overflowing right now. I guess I should. I'll be honest. I don't know if I need Banshee. Banshee's like such a good like clear later in the game, but we're gonna get so much draw anyways. We're gonna draw already, but like I don't know. I'll do this. We'll see if we're down to 2 in the deck, but I think in this matchup it doesn't matter as much. Maybe I'm wrong. Zaftpunk. That is a good name. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I don't know what the best pitch for this is. Either I think Banshee or Uso, but Uso, if we find V-Gundam, is so good. Sure. Okay. All right. We have a couple things to do. We can do. We can do this next turn. I think our play is this first. That's very funny. Amuro's going to go on one thing. I think this having... No, I think preventing them getting hard draw is better. There you go. It's probably fine. Sure. Okay, I guess I should have gotten rid of an Uso. Alright. Next question. I could be wrong. I think we can actually afford to do... This one can attack, right? This might feel weird, but I think we can actually do this. I think this is a good play. Like, I appreciate them respecting what I'm doing, but now they're like in a really tough spot. We also have found what, double Amuro and a Link, and we're about to find a third Link. Okay. They're still not like breaking our board though. Sure. I'll do the thing. Whatever. Since like I don't want to be dumb, I think we won the game already. I think like we're just so far ahead. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, they have to like double ping here. I don't know their other color. Their other color could be white. So being able to bounce both these back. But if it was white, they would have bounced it back earlier. No, like we're just super fine here. Like we're just so far ahead. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's okay. I'm not too worried about that. Sure. Pin one's there. Sure. Sure. No, we're just so far ahead. Like, I mean, not that this like really matters. Also, get rid of that. And this is going to be kind of dumb too, but like we're just so far ahead that we can just afford to like do these trades. Like it really doesn't matter because they're just top decking vanillas for the rest of the game. I think that's our every Uso that we've seen. Like we've seen 3 Usos. Sure, they get to ping that, cool. But like, what does that actually do for them? Like they can't trade board right now. If they don't get rid of the Victory Gundam, I get to continue drawing cards every turn. Sure. Like it's just like done. Sure. Yeah, you're right. If they burst 5 Amuros, you're right. I'm in a tough spot. You're right. I didn't respect the big Amuro burst. Sure. Korska base is good. It's a strong card. Yeah, but yeah, GG's. Yeah, we saw our pilots. And I mean, like, this was also a thing too, where like Uso's like a generically okay pilot in the archetype, right? The fact that you can just strictly it's like a 3-1, you know what I mean? Like the fact that you were able to like the fact that I was able to link the parts with Amuro or Uso to get favorable trades was really strong. And not to pat myself on the back, but I think like I sequenced it right to make some weird pilot plays, just knowing that I was already winning on the momentum side, that it was just important to do so. Yeah, I think the stabilization was really good. So, but it was because we were able to see the pilots that let us extend these plays and take advantage of the stuff that we saw. But obviously, like, Victory Gundam like drew us 2 cards, which is stupid good too. So that helped a lot. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Yeah, we'll keep going first. In the same deck as, yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is fine. Not our. I mean, we're doing nothing for 2 turns, but if they're not aggro, we're fine. Oh. Sorry, I just got my supporter boost of Gundam Amuro opening hand per usual. Okay. Sure. Okay, never mind. We're just gaming. We're just gaming. This is like one of the stupidest starts I can get for this deck. Like, this is everything I need. The fact that I drew 7 cards and they're all unique is also very good. It's also very strong. Yeah, no, that's fine. Literally in my head, I'm like, I think the only thing I'm missing out is Uso, and we just got it too. We can definitely still lose this game, but like, it's because they got like a super god hand. Us going first, us using every resource that we have available to us for the next couple turns, us having Gundam Amuro and then Uso, like there's not even like that much work. Like they should have like maybe thought about not attacking with their EX base, you know, into my EX base, right? Okay. Sure. Not my big boy base. Now, they are going to get, like, draw 2, right? Which I don't like. But, yeah, we're just still... We're zooming. I mean, if they attack, I actually probably will block. Especially with this deck, like, they can't do anything active, which is nice. And if I do that, I might actually just play out Gundam without Amuro. Yeah, I'll definitely block. That's fine. If they are using their ping to get rid of my... if they're going to use their resource to ping my thing, I think I'm okay with that too. Oh, they whiffed too. That's good for me. Oh, they're not. Interesting. Oh, that is absolutely the better play now. So, oh, they double whiff? Is that correct? That's crazy. Alright, so I don't actually want to use Gundam Amuro right here. I know that sounds crazy, but it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. I can just play this out. Because I think the big thing is that people are like, oh, I have the link, you gotta do it as soon as possible. But like the fact that now, like one, because they're purple, they're not purple, like them doing the 1 damage to Lifrith is actually pretty tough. And I want to make sure that I actually have ways to attack into their board now. Like, right, cool. Now I have actual ways to attack into their board without having to use my stuff. That's pretty good for me. Yeah, this is also very silly. Yeah, because I still don't even have to use my links now, right? I can just go here. I'm gonna rest itself to rest this. This can go there. This will draw me a card. It's also a good card. I don't want the draw. I do get the draw, but I want the Uso to be linked with the V-Dash Gundam. I think that's more important. Just like look at like the hand difference. I mean, part of it's because they low rolled. They didn't see like their Zaku's just bomb decked all their pilots. It seemed. But look how look at how like mean this deck is right now. Yeah, I don't mind getting the block while I can because this is such a liability right now. They probably have a way to get rid of this, which is fine. Oh, just the Xiong? Okay, alright. Sure. That's funny. Alright. So we have things to do. We need to get rid of this dude, right? Which... I mean, we're probably fine just to do this. Play this out. Activate. Resting this to rest this. We can attack there. We're at 1 HP, which is sad, but it's fine. We have enough things too, so 1 here. I need to use the base right now. I don't really care that much. Yeah, Like, we're just so far ahead. I do not care. We could play the base, but I actually don't care to right now. I'd rather keep it. But, like, double Amuro in hand. Like, we can just rest anything they play out. We have a lot of pressure on board as is. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking for, so I can just not use overflowing until, like, I know what I'm looking for. Sure. Oh, they're going for... I mean, sure, but, like... Sure. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that makes sense now. Sure. Okay. So they went wide again. Okay, we don't have a way to rest that right now, but we have 3 thingies. Yeah, I mean, we're still... I mean, okay, like, do we want a double Amuro? Double Amuro is really sick nasty, but... Yeah. Double Amuro. Yeah, this is very mean. I hope everyone knows that. Oh, that's also mean. And then play the 2 things that don't link. Oh, they got the Gundam armor. Oh, they got him. All right, no, we're cooked now. Oh, we're cooked now. Dang it. That's the game. You know I have to block with this, right? Like, that's just so easy, and then it's gun easy, baby. Sure. I mean... Alright, I'm gonna be dumb. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. You can just... Yeah, and then even if it was a base at the end, we'd still clear their board. We'd just be so good. Yeah, that was probably one of the most disgusting games I've ever played with this deck. Like, by a margin. Yeah, that was like, nothing went wrong for me. Like, literally nothing. That was probably one of the biggest high rolls I've ever had. Like, there were just so many paths for me to win on that game. Some poise. Hey, I'm like the people's champion, all right? I gotta like, you know, hit these aggro decks. He doesn't concede. Yeah, I do respect the full game, for real. I respect playing it out. Yeah, aggro needs a buff, I guess, so... I think Eggman needs a nerf. I think that's what needs to happen. It's clear that this Eggman fella is doing very well. Right, look at all these pilots I can draw now. You know, I kind of didn't mention it. They're not playing Victory Gundam. I'm like, why haven't I seen this guy? And it's because the card is not in the deck. So that makes sense. Also, Gundam Amuro turn 1. Got it. All right. Oh, maybe we're not playing against aggro. Hold. 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 Ooh, okay. And they don't have a thingy. Oh, we're kind of in uncharted territories. Next turn, I think I'm just going to play Victory with the Reinforced Junior, just to set up a potential draw, and that they have to interact with me. And then next turn, Gundam Amuro, because it's good. It's red, sure. Sure. All right, this is one too many Amuros. All right, they could do Kshatriya, I guess, but that feels kind of bad, right? This hand's kind of silly. Ooh, okay. And then Battle of Aces. Okay, all right, I dig it. All right. With how our hand is shaped, this is probably fine. If they have Kshatriya, they get to clear my entire board, but I think I'm okay with that. I don't love it, but I'm okay with it. Oh shit! You guys can make fun of me too. That's fine. I don't care. I don't think the shuffler is bad. I think just when there's no cards that search that get played in the game, like it's the biggest thing. It's unrealistic. I mean, sure, but like that's because as humans we're imperfect at randomizing things. So that's like the big difference, in my opinion. Don't love that. And now if they have Battle of Aces, let's see who they hit. If they hit this, okay. That's fine. What do you mean proven? Like, have you seen the source code? What's your proof? Not that you had 6 pilots together at the bottom. Yeah, that seems really realistic to me. Like, unironically, it happens like all the time. Yeah, I at this point I haven't seen any like concrete evidence that the shuffler is like egregiously bad. I think that there are times that like I think that's like more than because I've been thinking like I think very often like okay, well let's do like a comparison, right? Let's compare it to I'd have the thoughts of like, well, if I compare this to I think we have to do this. I don't love it though. So I think we do have to just crack this base. I don't even want to play. I mean, I think we just play out this. But how many like? Because I think about it, because I play a bunch of games with randomization, right? And it makes me think like, what is identifiably different between this game and every other game that I play? And I think the biggest difference that I see is because you get to see so many more cards in every other card game I play. In Dragon Ball Fusion World, you draw for turn, you draw for attacking. You have 1-drop searchers, and you take cards from life to hand. One Piece, pretty similar concept. A lot of cards, like you just get so many more consistency cards that it makes the big difference, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, but like, from my opinion, which is biased because again, I play this a lot. I support it, right? I have vested interest for this to do well. I mean, in the sense that I at least get data and stuff from it, right? But like, I don't know. I don't think it's. I think it's a hyperbole on based off of what people are seeing. Like they just remember the bad times. They don't remember the good times. I hate this so much. Sure. And I had to sequence that way, right? If we play this out, can they interact with it? Not easily. Yeah, I'll probably play this out. This is the thing. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like... I haven't done a deep dive enough. But I would say that from my experience playing other card games with artificial randomization things, I don't think, like, it's... Here's the thing. Sure, there can be a bias in your randomization, right? But there's also bias in, like, real-world shuffling, too, right? Like, you're never... Like, it's arguably can be way easier to do true random, but, like... No point to play it. My worry of playing is overflowing affection to bad cards. I'd rather just use all my resources as I can. Yeah, I haven't seen the Reddit post, so like that can be like a big difference as well for what that looks like. These are some good cards. Can we go for game? No, we're one off. I think if we keep this card active, they can't really do anything about it. Okay, they can do one thing. Yeah, I think literally, I have no idea what this threat is, so I have no concept into it. So I don't know what their qualifications are. I would say that's very easy to say, like, I'm a smart guy and here's my numbers, but I'm not claiming that's what's happening. But like, and for like a little bit of background, and like this is not me like saying that I'm a smart guy, but I am a computer engineer. I got a degree in computer engineering with a minor in mathematics, so like I know numbers like above average. I'm not saying I'm perfect at numbers, but like I understand essentially how numbers work, right? Yeah, GG's. Yeah, they just can't clear. Yeah, and again, we still had Link in hand, so this is good. Let's see. Which part? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, like that's the other thing. I think like this MSA is like a really important tool, and I said this like at the beginning of the stream too. With how like we've got our power rankings. These are biased ratings that based off my own numbers. Like this is not saying strictly, and I almost never strictly claim this. These are not like the best decks in the game by indestructible odds or anything, right? These are based off numbers with me using simplistic but flawed math, right? This is just a good overview of what we're seeing, right? This isn't to deterministically say that blue purple is the best deck in the game, right? Where's Iba? He left. He got he got like a 3-3 punch, and so he's like, I'm out. But no, he just we're just continuing after the fact, but yeah. So I think that's the other thing too, where I think there are some people who take MSA a little bit too seriously, and I think there are some people who just like don't consider it at all. But any kind of like data that we can at least get like a surface level for, I think is very valuable. Yeah. So I don't know. There's just so many things we could talk about from a lot of different angles. But I do think like sincerely, I mean, so far today, you guys can see the hands that we got. I don't think we've gotten anything like incredibly heinous. Like we're going to now, right? Like at least heinously bad, right? And I wouldn't know the bias over like a long time, but like I mean, this hand's also still good. But like it's I really don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say. But it's even if the randomizer for MSA is bad, I think if the randomizer is bad, it more highlights the issues with RNG in the game itself more than anything. Maybe that's the best way to say it. Maybe that's like a more succinct way to say it, is that even in a world that the randomizer is flawed, the flaw in it shows more that the game is less consistent than it could be. So that's kind of, I guess, where I probably would leave it for today. But I hope that like gives like a kind of an indication of how I personally feel about it. But 1000% people need to like have their own opinions on this stuff too, because you should be a responsible person and do that too. Yeah. And I 100% agree. Like the scent, like I don't know if this is boy, I think we have to clear the base because otherwise it's going to be really tough for us to clear it later. Yeah, but it's in general it is actually tough for randomization to be real for computers. There's always a bias because you have to use an initial seed, and no, there's no perfect seed for anything. Or there will be in any randomization there will be like a linear pattern of the same number time and time again, which means that it's not true random. I think that's like that should be clear for most people, I believe. Sorry, I just have to laugh. I don't think we actually use it. I think we just go here. You're the green blue aggro. Sebastian, thank you for the game. I'm sorry I kicked your butt. Like, I don't want to be mean, but like I kicked your butt. Like it was thank you for playing out the entire game. Because if you left at any point of that game, I would totally understand it. I talked to Doug, and I think that he puts a lot more effort into making it random than it's publicly known. I don't think that it's a personally I don't think it's a sense of I don't think that you should feel ignored. And I think the biggest thing is that in general it's not a linear process for like what's the best method. And I do know like whatever, I forgot the name of it, it's like a 2-name randomization system. That is what, as far as I know, is what's implemented into the randomness right now. As far as I know. Which Eggman has been wrong before. But I still think that more so says, again, you have to like assume that randomness is not like is finitely unimpossible. The other thing is that like things that are not random can still appear random, right? There's like a whole philosophy about it too. Yeah, not 5 paths in a row, yeah. I think I need this thing to survive. I think I'm okay with like this dying because we can trade here, and that's upsetting for them. The fact that we have repair is also kind of obnoxious. Nah, we're fine. We can trade here. That's fine. Let's see if we find the card we need. We do not. This is very funny. They're like, you just discard an Amuro on me? I'm like, yes, I did. Quantum shuffling? Yeah, there we go. Oh, good. I don't know. You guys can make fun of me, but my current position is that I will accept first at some level that the randomizer for MSA can be better, right? I think which is really not claiming that much. You know what I mean? Like any randomization message can be better, but I think that due to if that's true, it's less the you having an unpleasant game is more so that the consistency tools do not exist in the game. Yeah. Yeah, people can make fun of me all they want. It's been a proven easy thing to do, but I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me. At least because I'm bold enough to like like I try to put out the tools. Like there are like a lot of people who how do I say it, like quote my stuff back at me, if that makes sense, which is kind of funny. They're like, well, clearly based off the numbers. I'm like, yeah, I made the numbers. You know, I provided the numbers. So I kind of know the numbers, just a little bit. I think we can just kind of win now. I think you missed damage from Shinanju, probably. Oh, good. I like how I say Gamao. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that me saying Gamao is funny. All right. I think I have to just stop here. Oh yeah, the resource. Yeah. Cool. Which they can do damage on this now. All right. I just need a link with Amuro and I win the game, which I currently own. I haven't seen any Amuro link, and we're gonna get like 3 draws. Also, if we end up finding. If we find an Uso, we also win. So there's a lot of good ways for us to win here. Yeah, we won the game. GG's. Delta Plus being, yeah. I had a chance to buy a lot more alt arts, and I did not. Which I feel bad about. Yeah. We can. There's nothing we can lose to, right? And then it's 4. Like I could just for fun, I could see the other cards I had, right? Nah, we should just do the play. Yeah, I know it's not the alt arts. I know. I just felt sometimes I'm like, man, something that links so generically is probably going to be good someday. I just never pulled the trigger on it. Yeah. Is it still a 5? Maybe. I also don't want to brag too much, but we've been 5-0 since Ibo left. Technically, we're on a 6-win streak. We're going to lose right now. But, I mean, we just had 6 games in a row where I don't feel like particularly RNG'd out. If anything, like my RNG was really good. And our RNG was based more so off of not finding duplicates of stuff outside of Amuro. I don't know. I think there is also a bias where when the hands are bad, they're really bad, and you remember that too. Yeah. Oh no. He imparted his wisdom on me. Also, we're going first a lot too, which helps. I think a lot of matchups. This is probably like one of the most mediocre starting hands we've seen so far, and it's still pretty okay. I think I'm actually gonna keep this, just because if we find there's a good amount of stuff we can do. All right, it's still pretty mediocre. Oh yeah, the Delta Arts, yeah, those are pretty. This also has the chance. Yeah, this deck draws so much that we have the ability to be extra consistent, right? Which we've kind of shown already. Top deck is a lot? No. Hey, at least we know what we're discarding. Yeah, we're discarding that. Yeah, this, I mean, but it looks like we're playing against like a non-aggro deck too, so that's fine. They're probably just gonna play their own thing. You remember the one that tells you you're not? I mean, that's like, I wouldn't remember that especially because I know they're, I know they're telling the truth. But I guess we're gonna live off the back of the one Banshee. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear that like, you know, blue-white is, I would still say like one of the best color combinations that's not aggro because we do have so many consistency tools. I don't remember if he's done specifically good with Wing. I know him as an aggro player for sure because he ended up doing very well at like Worlds. He's 4th place for the World season last year. I mean, Deluxe, I mean, you are 1,000% entitled to that opinion. However, I also recommend you going back and watching the games that we played through because he did a really good job kind of explaining everything that was going through his head while playing, and it wasn't just turn card sideways. And I think that's, I mean, like, I understand like where your opinion comes from, but I highly recommend you go back because I think it's very clear that's not how, like, they're like, he doesn't, like, there are a lot of plays that he made during our games that I think a lot of other aggro players could not have done. Like, he strictly did not ignore me during that. He respected the cards that I could be playing. 1,000%. I do. Okay, I will say one thing about this game, though. There is like the aggro bell curve. Like I'd have to like find the meme. Oh, they're going off, baby. Of it, like I can't remember what it is, but it's essentially like, you know, it's like the bell curve. Like the far left side is like, you know, the player says like just press the button. And like the middle one's like, what can I do? Like, what are my combos? Like, what are my things? And on the far right, it's just the dude playing. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. Fighting game. Yeah, I think it's this one. Reddit has all its stuff on it. I'll bring it up in a second. But now we just got like for funds clears, right? Start with this. Play this. Into this. All right. Things to consider. I think we can just get rid of this dude. Like, I actually don't mind this card attacking. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. Like, I'm not actually worried about it. I'd rather have the 2 blockers up. Like, if they attack with me, into me, sure. That's fine. But, like, I mean, I could just go this trade, too. Which means, I mean... Yeah, I probably just have to do this. If they have like, Gundam Amuro, I think I'm still okay with them, like, spending all that resources to get rid of this dude. But yeah, I do think that there is like a bit of... The thing is that like it's the same thing. Like you remember losing to a bad aggro player who just saw everything and they just like doodle their way up. You know what I mean? Like it's... I'd have to find it. The one I found was like it's the same template, but not like immediately the same. Yeah, cool. All right. We don't have another thing yet. Let's see what this does. With him being more, it's probably this. I don't love doing this, but I think I have to. Yeah. The card draw is just too important. Of course. Oh, but this is actually really fun. Okay, because we get to do the double. Partial mulligans. That's fair. That's fair. Whee! It might have been better to get out one of the Riddies, but we're pretty far ahead right now too. Even if next turn is just playing out blocker and like the thing. Sure. Yeah, this is more of the... Alright, sure. Man, I sure do like hidden buttons. Ooh, that gets one of my dudes. No, my very important dudes. Let me put one of these out. Ooh, okay. All right. Aegis Gundam in purple red is very interesting. Oh, and they get to rest. I mean, why? Sure. Okay, I mean, okay. They can finally... No, they still can't stop my drawing. They just stopped this dude from... That one in particular from drawing. G-Quux was pretty short. I don't know if it's like I'm like retroactively like a Gundam boomer, but I really like G-Quux. It was really good. It's my favorite Gundam series I've ever watched. G-Quux and Witch from Mercury. I had a hard time getting involved in Witch and Mercury. It's not bad, but I had a hard time with it. Wing as someone who's watched Wing in the year 2025, Wing was also a little bit hard to watch. I know that's probably that's an opinion that is tough to say, but it's true. But I respect how good the universe of Wing is really cool. I will say that. I will say the universe of Wing is really, really cool. The execution of the story is a little dated. I have watched all of Unicorn. Unicorn's definitely close. Unicorn is great. Uh-oh. Do I... Okay. Oh. No. They don't have a way to rest my dude. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, with 3, yeah, they can't do anything. We're fine. Yeah, I felt it was like a little slow for specifically Wing. Wing I felt was like a little slow. I mean, we're just chilling, right? I mean, Victory Gundam drew us a card every turn. So we have like 3 extra cards, 4 extra cards. No, that's fine. Honestly, like, not to be dumb, like, if they trade their board, I don't really care even. Like, we're still so far ahead. Oh, what? Card reading? What? Oh, reduced it by 3. Sick. It still died. I do think that, yeah, I think they're like worried about G-Quux not being good enough or something like that. I don't want to put like words in like people's mouths, but sure, you can get Banshee too. I don't care. Because you have 1 card and 1 shield, and I have 2 boys. And even if that boy's a blocker, I mean, I can easy rest it, yeah. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen Endless Waltz. I've only heard good things, so like that's on me. I don't want to be rude. Unless they had like Amuro, like they didn't have a chance to win anyways. Like we clearly were just slapping them around the entire time. Cool. Like, I mean, like, you guys have seen it 1,000 times. I will sequence a play very poorly, and then like it's not like and just be like, I know there's a better way for do it. I just pressed the wrong buttons. So I get it. It happens to everyone. So it's especially with like 1,000 eyes, someone's gonna find like the best play for a spot. So it's fine. Down this waltz. I can do that. I can do that. That's fine. This hand is weird, but it's really tough. We have Amuro, it's probably fine. Okay. If I'm playing against aggro, playing the thing is fine. We can just be good with this. Playing Zolot and then like gun easy it next turn is probably good too. Okay, well they're playing against aggro. Okay, all right. Well. We're still like okay though. Next turn I'm probably playing Victory Gundam out. So I'm not like afraid of what they're doing, and then like we can gun easy and get value and reinforce Junior. Yeah, I'll watch Endless Waltz. There's anything I haven't seen. There's really no reason not to. Really no reason not to. For people keeping track at home though, in case they need to know, what I have watched is I've seen all of Wing. I didn't see the original series, but I watched like the 3-part movie of the original series. And then if they have Gundam Amuro, we're just sad, but like that's always the case anyways, so my only losses have been against Ibo, correct? Today. So on ladder we're 6-0. But we're also like, I mean, I don't think it takes rank that important for like matchmaking, but yeah. Go off, King. Very good. Very good. Oh, okay, hold up. Hold up. Sure. Okay. Sure. Okay, yeah. No, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay. Yeah, that's also funny. Play this for sure. Also funny. Okay, we have a lot of plays. You can make fun of me. I'm just gonna play this guy out, and then here. I think just being able to have constant card draw is important. If we get Gundam Amuro, we get like a lot of up hits as well. So I think this is fine. He was playing blue-purple aggro, which we haven't faced on ladder yet today. I think we might have played against it once or twice, but most of the aggro has been more blue-green, as we're seeing right here. This guy is also misplaying. Without knowing their hand, I'm not sure if they are, but there might have been some better sequencing for them. Hard to say. Another Gundam is pretty good. If I top deck Amuro, though, we have Amuro, but if we, okay. I think we play this every time. I additionally believe that we do this every time. If we top deck Gundam, that's almost Gundam. And then I think we play this out, and unfortunately we do have to link here. But I think being able to, and then we'll rest here. This still trades here. This Gundam's still like getting a lot of value. This will be at 3 HP, so it's going to be hard to ping down. So we're likely fine. We have double rest in hand. We have triple rest in hand, actually. So, like, we're fine. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to say if your opponent's misplaying Witch Knowing in hand. I'd say they're playing pretty automatic. But that doesn't mean it's bad either. Yeah, that's fine. You got it. We'll be at 4 HP at the end of the turn. I do miss not finding Uso. Uso would be very helpful. I think this block has to happen. If they have a way to deal 3 damage to this, then I'm already so far gone. Yeah, this one, I mean, and not to be really reductive, they played Gundam Amuro and Curve, which is terrifying. And maybe we should have been more aggressive with our Delta Plus to force like that. We'd have to give up our marker, but we already had to do that anyways. Oh. Those are some boys. That is a good boy, though. That's a very good boy. All right. Okay, this is for sure. We activate this. Now, who are we resting? So there's like 2 other things we can do. One, I don't know if I need to respect this as much anymore. Because I feel like the potential of like forever healing is really good. This also might be a turn that we actually just use Amuro outside of everything. Sure. Yeah, because we probably do this. Alright. This is 4 HP, yeah, so this has to go here. And then here's this. Oh no, this dies anyways, right? Yeah, no, we're fine. This will be at 3 HP so they can trade, but I'm not too upset about it. It's been mostly aggro. We play against blue, red, ping, I think twice. And I think 1 red, white. That matchup I think is a little bit easy. Like blue, red, I think we have too much. Sure. That's fair. Ooh, Jiang is very good from them. Yeah. I don't know if I can really do anything against this. This is clearly very good. We need to... If we find a... Norn. Norn fixes this situation quite... Oh, that's actually very terrifying, too. Yeah, we need Norn. Which we still haven't found. This can find us Norn. But it did not. No, I think we lose. I think we lost because we didn't see Norn. We can play this for 3, but like, what does it actually do for us? Now we're at a spot where we have to have a base in our life, which I think we've seen 2. We've seen 1, so not impossible to find one. Yeah. Yeah, this needs to be base or we lose. Sure. It doesn't really matter. That has to be base anyways. Yeah, no chance. That's okay. I think I was that even with Norn. With Norn, we would have probably, yeah, because they would have had 3 attackers. Yeah, no, I think you're right. GG. Yeah, I think the only thing is that we probably should have aggressively used Gundam Amuro with Delta Plus on the marker. I think that was the biggest thing that we could have done differently. Because it just, like, if you're the first person to do Gundam Amuro, they kind of have to answer with another Gundam Amuro. Now, we obviously were using not Gundam Amuro, we're using Delta Plus, but I think that's still fine. We've been playing for 2 hours and 57 minutes, so we'll play until we get 10 wins, and then we'll be done for the day. But this was a lot of fun. And again, I know Ivo was only around for about half of it, but I appreciate him coming on. It was a lot of fun. Uh-oh, Mozart. Oh, no. Oh, no. I guess I'll keep. Leaving chat. He's alive. Yeah. We can probably play this. Okay. Look, we found more Norns than we did last game. Ooh, Minerva loop. Interesting. Yeah. I think this is still correct. We get the guaranteed draw and they have to respect it. Second Banshee's interesting. I don't know if do they have a sword impulse in there? No, not yet. They don't mind the free block. I played like the first set of Stars Universe. I think it's pretty strong. It did remind me a lot of Dragon Ball Super. I actually went to a Dragon Ball Super Locals this past weekend, which was super fun. I think the game's still very good. Yeah, they're in a weird spot. Yeah, cool. That's fun. Let's start with this. Draw me Gundam. Cool. Good game. This game is very good. What was I was trying to say? I got super distracted. I'm gonna just say something. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got distracted by how good I mean, like, I don't know. Oh boy, I meant to say something. No. I don't remember. Jong off Saku, sir, yeah. I don't remember. As much as this stinks, I think I have to just let it go. Because if I block, then they can get rid of my... Yeah, I just have to let it go. You got it. Yeah, I have to block here. Alright, top deck me another... Not one of those. No, I could have also, like, played the Uso here, but I think, like, we're just actually... I mean, they have interactions for sure, right? Which includes, like, big old blocker boy. And that's good. V-Dash Gundam would be very kind here. That's also just incredibly kind. Can we win with this? Oh, there he is. Yeah, but we're cruising. Sure. I mean, that's strong. That's fair. You do that play, for sure. But how do you interact with this hand now? Destiny, like this will get rid. Yeah. Oh no, no Link. Yeah. GG's Mozart. Yeah. I mean, there were ways that they could like lose still or win there, but it'd have to be Shin, and then they could like. What's this card? I can't. What was this card? It was. My hand is 2 more Force, 2 more Destiny, and an Impulse. Yeah. You needed Shin for sure. Without Shin, like, you just don't have a chance, unfortunately. My hand, as you can see, is double Uso and double Banshee. So, like, Usho next turn. Yeah, you couldn't play that. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, this deck is still good. It's still great. I do like the adaptation to take out Victory Gundam, the 3-drop for Gun Easy and like the Lifrith Militia. I think that was just way better. Is Core Fighter? Yeah, so they couldn't even like Impulse Gundam get rid of they couldn't Sword Strike to get rid of either of those, right? If it was Lifrith, they would have, but I traded the Lifrith, I think, right? Yeah, which just makes it better. I don't think I had a token. Did I have a token left too? I think I had a token left. So even the blocker. I mean, they could like pop the blocker token with the Sword Impulse, but even with that, right? And then like we didn't strictly have a Link in hand, but V-dash to rest any blocker that they could have played, because V-dash can rest the blocker impulse is really funny. So I do think this deck is good, right? It's obviously like a adaptation of like what Blue White's been doing. It's going through it, but I do like 1000%. I think that this is a very good core that is taken to the next level because of how good Gundam Amuro is, right? Average cost. I mean, that's what we were looking at the end of the game, right? We had, I guess what, our average cost was like 4, but we had like 2 5 costs. Yeah, League Military, it is fun. I do think it's. If I was to go to a locals or regionals, I would probably play this deck. If I was going to a locals, I'd be playing this deck. Maybe not with these exact cards, but probably maybe instead of Victory Gundam, it would be Gun Easy. But I like this. This deck's super fun. It's very, very cool. It has, and maybe not like this, but they like the idea of this deck. I'd take this to a locals, and then if I wanted to do well, probably this one. I think the deck is really good, but it is something. It's not as linear as other decks, so there is definitely a little bit more of a decision-making core. Deck is buns without Amuro. It's a little buns without Amuro, but like that's every deck that plays Amuro, except for rush decks. I think this deck can survive not saying Amuro because we have 7 other cards that rest, right? I think that's something that's pretty different for it. So, anyways, I guess, I mean, what's my previous build of this deck? Also, if you guys don't know, if you go to tournaments, go to Gundam and you go to GD04, we're doing a really big effort to put everything Gundam-wise and every other card game on the deck builder itself. So the goal is sometime in the next couple months that we're only updating the builder side, and then the old page will just be like an archive of previous stuff. But the ranked online stuff we were talking about is here. What's my last like League Military or Banshee one? Yeah, I think honestly taking out the Victory Gundam makes a lot of sense. Like this card's really cool, but I also like that we're not playing Graceful Demeanor. I don't think there was a time today that Graceful would have been good. So I think taking that out was solid. And I think that's just where we're at. So let's see. GG's got to. I think you got like above average lucky, but I've also been like lucky all day. So I think that's fair. I think it's very fair. Anyways, thank you guys for all the support. And yeah, we'll have more Gundam stuff. I'm going to be in Toronto this weekend for their One Piece regionals, which is not Gundam, but if you're going to be there, let me know. Love to see you all. And that's it. That's it. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Actually, is anyone streaming on Twitch? Anyone streaming on Twitch? Generally, no. Generally, no. Oh, no. It's just me. All right. Bye-bye. 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 Oh, one more thing. One more thing. Ivo streamed with me for the first 90 minutes or so of this, so the first half of this. Highly recommend going back. I felt like it was a really insightful conversation. I thought it was really good to talk to him, get someone else's point of view, and it's definitely a really good like pseudo podcast I think episode. So highly recommend doing that. So I was on at Baton Rouge.